go here. Stands back near his own end zone, fires it out, and Gorkuber's got it! He's out past the 30, 40, midfield, down to the 40, he could go all the way! Oh my goodness! So he must have had Ellen Meyer the previous one, so Abby Haig tournament. Now here is a pitch, Snidey gets it, he'll go down in the backfield! Oh! So Francisco Rodriguez will take the corner kick, bending it in, a header and a goal! Chances for the team taking the corner. This one is bent in, a header, and it's off the goal post and in! And the Cardinals Marty. Now a play in the middle, again pushed over. Monticello getting a little tentative here. Schlichting will down it. Here comes St. Cloud getting behind the defense here. Longnecker trying to make the shot. Lewis is battling Recklin Ellingson, and here's a shot. Outlet ahead. Gavin Roderick on the front end. Alexandria scored 11 of the next 13, and the Cardinals have played from it. Up the right side, he's got room, takes the shot. Save made, rebound. Our broadcast today originates from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria, where the Lady Cardinal hockey team is trying to win a second consecutive game in as many days and wrap up the first full week in December with a couple of victories to go to 6-3 on the year. Alexandria has secured victory number 5 last night, defeating Apple Valley 5-3. Ironically, those numbers represent the Lady Cardinals record. 5 wins, 3 defeats here in the 2025-26 season. On the way today, a Buffalo Bison team visits Old National Bank Arena inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. This is a non-conference matchup against 2 teams that are common opponents in Class AA Section 8. We welcome you to our broadcast coverage of Alexandria Girls Hockey as we come to you on our latent media platforms, including People Radio, KXRA. Thanks for watching our coverage today on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. That's where you get the live video with the KXRA play-by-play blended in. And we've got my broadcast partner today, JP Boleen, doing double duty. Jeff James is off today. He'll be back with us on Thursday night for our Alexandria Cardinal boys hockey coverage inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. And I do want to give a shout out to Tom Chorley. He is our engineer back at KXRA Radio in downtown Alexandria. And JP, first of all, good afternoon to you. I know you've had very treasure trove of good memories inside this barn, if you will, but thanks for stepping up to take the mic as Jeff is off with some other projects today, but should have a good matchup. You know, when Buffalo and Alexandria get together, it's usually a fairly close game. I would anticipate this might be a low-scoring game today, as you've got a couple of really good goaltenders, Victoria Myers for Alexandria and Tessa Qualley for the Buffalo Bison. It could very well be the first 1 to 2 goals or 3 goals might win this afternoon's game.
Yeah, and I think the first goal of the game is going to be a big one, too, just setting the tone here for tonight and getting at goaltenders early. Victoria Myers for Alexandria, obviously under 2 goals averaging this season, and yeah, it's been tough to get the puck back behind her this season so far, and then over in Buffalo as well. I mean, their defense has been really good all season long. They're not allowing a whole lot of goals. They've got a tough schedule, though. So does Alexandria. These are 2 teams that, you know, Alexandria's record's pretty good this season, but the records may not indicate how good they truly are because how tough their records have been. They played a lot of ranked opponents in AA and single A, so Buffalo especially, I mean, they've got Moorhead on their schedule already. They've got a couple other big-time opponents, too, so Minnetonka as well. And it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be high tempo, and yeah, a lot of big saves coming here, and Alexandria coming off a pretty good scoring game last night after a long break.
Yeah, 13 days between games. Alexandria played on November 22nd against Wayzata in a latent media presentation. And then the following game on Tuesday, the 25th of November, we were scheduled to have that on our latent media platforms, but we pulled our broadcast off the air in anticipation of bad winter weather. Well, later in the day, that game got postponed. It will be made up in the latter part of January, so Alexandria actually went from November 22nd to December 5th without playing a game, though the Lady Cardinals had the opportunity to be in the arena to do workouts and regular practices and everything. And I know Molly Arola will share with us during our next segment, JP, that 13 days between games, sometimes there's a sign of rust. And I think it took a little while for Alexandria to find its groove last night, but the Cardinals happy to get the win. Yeah, exactly. And, it's a tough task for any team out there to go 13 days without live action and then being asked to play back-to-back Friday, Saturday games, especially an afternoon Saturday game. But they're in high school. They got a lot of energy, and I think they're ready, and they're happy to be back on home ice in their game day jerseys. We will be bringing you the play-by-play. The game itself might actually start a couple of minutes in front of the 2 o'clock hour. The junior varsity matchup went in timely fashion. In fact, that had wrapped up by the time we took air with our latent media presentation today. So either straight up at 2, maybe a couple of minutes in front of 2 o'clock. So if you are planning on attending today's game inside the Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center, please be advised that our game might get started a couple of moments in front of the 2 o'clock hour. A big thank you to the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage, bringing you our play-by-play. Special thanks to Chutner Motors for presenting our pregame coverage. My conversation with Molly Arola, the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal Girls Hockey team, is straight ahead. Right now, we'll take a break during our Chutner Motors pregame. We'll enjoy some messages from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports programming, and then you'll hear the chat with Coach Arola after this timeout.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western, you can bank on us.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
We are back at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria with more of our Jutna Motors pregame show. We have a Saturday matinee of Alexandria Cardinal Girls Hockey inside Old National Bank Arena as Alexandria hosts Buffalo in a regular season matchup between two common opponents in Section 8AA. I am DMAC, and joining me right now for our Alamere Health Coaches Comments feature is the head coach of the Alexandria Lady Cardinals, Molly Arola. Molly, your team is going to, in essence, be playing back-to-back here. The first part of the back-to-back was last night. Kind of strange because of that weather postponement on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Last night's game against Apple Valley was the first one in almost 2 weeks. Now, I know you've had plenty of time to do some working out with the girls and everything, but going into last night's game, were you concerned about rust being a factor?
Yeah, I wasn't too concerned, but it did turn out we did have a little bit of rust last night, and it was a good 2 weeks though of practice. It was things that we needed to work on. 2 weeks does get a little bit long with no game, but you know what, it is what it is, and so we're just excited to have another game today.
It turns out that if there was some rust with the effort by the team, it didn't show on the scoreboard because your team got off to a 2-0 start. Apple Valley comes back. I think it's 2-2 going into the third period, and then obviously your team wins the decisive third period by 2 goals. Ultimately, what ended up being some of the factors as to why your team was able to knock off an Apple Valley team that was 7-2 coming in?
Yeah, and we don't want to take away from the win either, and so it just wasn't our best game, and but we're moving on, and I thought our third period was a lot better last night, so that was really good to see. Just made the third period our best period of the night last night, and we're looking forward to today, and hopefully we can come out a little bit stronger.
I believe among the goal scorers last night was Anna Corinta finding the net twice, and then one of her line mates, Quinn Hills, was able to score. In fact, I think Quinn got the initial goal to put Alexandria up 3-2. Anna got the eventual game winner to make it a 4-3 game. But are you seeing some good things as part of that line? I think Bentley Kreil is also part of that line.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good when we can, spread out the scoring, and Quinny had a great game last night. She's very fast and speedy, and so she deserved her goal, and I've been able to knock in 2 goals, and I think she had an assist as well too, and it's really good to see multiple people getting on the scoreboard, whether that's a goal or an assist, and so that's the depth that we're looking for consistently throughout the rest of the year.
It's interesting, Molly, and I think in previous conversations I've visited with you talking about different athletes that do cross over, that hockey's not their only sport, that they're in other activities. Quinn and Anna Corinta and Emma Bison are among the players that are track and field athletes and or cross-country runners. And obviously you need to have some speed to do well in those sports, but does that seem to show up on the ice when these ladies put their skates on?
Yeah, I'm always going to say I love multi-sport athletes. It's an awesome thing to have in their toolbox, and it teaches them a lot more than just the game that they're currently in. And so it's been fun to watch them, and it's fun to watch all our girls, especially when we do use our speed. 'Cause I do think that we have a lot of speed up front with our forwards especially, and so when we can get everybody firing on all cylinders is when we're at our best.
In terms of what you were able to see out of the defensemen that suit up for Alexandria, what did the Blue Liners provide last night in terms of their factor in the game outcome?
Yeah, and again, I don't want to take away from our win, because it's anytime you can get a win, it's really important. Just all around as a team, it wasn't our best game. You did mention it, scoreboard, it wouldn't tell you that, and that's good for those of you that maybe didn't watch, but it was just a little bit rusty and a little bit sloppy, and so Victoria Myers had a good night in that she had some big saves for us when we weren't, thinking clearly in front of her, but we're just excited to turn the page and learn from last night, and here we go. We'll see what happens today.
Our special guest right now is the head coach of the Alexandria Lady Cardinals hockey team, Molly Arola. The Cardinals are getting set to challenge the Buffalo Bison in a 2 o'clock game. JP Bolin is along with me. Not only is he doing the video work on our YouTube channel, but he's going to grab the headset mic, filling in for Jeff James on the audio commentary today. Buffalo is a common opponent in Section 8AA, and obviously these are important games because usually Alexandria and Buffalo only face each other once a year. I know the Bison come in, I believe, at 1 under 500, but they get stuck in the Lake Conference, so they're playing Minnetonka and Edina. Ironically, though, your team is almost a de facto member of the Lake, because I believe this is the 4th game against a Lake Conference foe. But what do you pull out of a matchup like this with Buffalo? Yeah, it's always a tough game with them. They always play us really strong. They're usually a gritty team too, and they usually have some good goaltending, and so it's going to be a tough matchup. Like you said, it's a big section game, so it's an important game, and we don't want to be in February, late January, looking back and seeing what could have been with standings and such. So we do need to take care of business today. Is it unfair to ask a question if Buffalo's an opponent that's very similar to your team, or does the fact that your team has some good overall speed, can that be a separating factor between these two? Absolutely. I think that's what can separate us from any team, to be honest, is just our speed, and when we're willing to attack the puck the way that we know we can, I think we can separate ourselves from any team that we play against. And so it's going to be really important that we jump out early right away to let them know what's coming. What will be some of the other factors for success this afternoon for your ladies? Yeah, I think we've been doing a pretty good job of getting pucks to our D at the blue line, and our D have been getting off some really good shots, but we got to be able to, as forwards, we have to, to have bodies in front and screen and find those mucky goals. The other thing, we just got to play make too, and be ready for those passes, and always ready for that puck to come to their stick, and just the little things that make you successful, we got to tighten up on. Very good. Molly, best wishes to you and the Alexandria Girls Hockey team. As always, we appreciate the opportunity to visit with you. I know that this is our last game until the start of calendar year 2026, so I know you've got a full schedule here in December, but happy holidays to you and everybody connected with the team, and we'll look forward to connecting with you down the line. Thanks, T-Mac. Happy holidays to you, too. There is the head coach of the Alexandria Varsity Girls Hockey team, Molly Arola. Our special guest is part of our Jutner Motors pregame show as we come to you from Old National Bank Arena inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. Our coach's comments feature brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. As we continue on with more of our pregame show, again presented to you by Jutner Motors of Alexandria. Still a few minutes away from the start of the varsity game, Alexandria versus Buffalo. The Bison at 4-5 on the year. The Alexandria Lady Cardinals coming in at 5-3 on the season. And JP, it's almost like Molly Arola picked up on something that you pointed out at the very start of our Jutner Motors pregame show today. Getting that first goal is going to be very important because it can definitely be a tone setter, especially if we anticipate that we won't see a lot of goals scored today. Yeah, I mean, it's two teams that pride themselves on being good in the defensive zone and being good in the center of the ice, again, in their defensive zone. So it's going to be a tight, contested game, and I think, a big thing is just making the easy passes is going to be key tonight. And, yeah, getting that first goal will come off of those easy passes. Honestly, could be the first power play tonight, too, as well. So being as disciplined as possible is huge. Very good. And, again, the Cardinals only faced Buffalo one time this year. So it's important to make these games count. Now, historically, Alexandria has had some success against Buffalo, but if the Bison can come in here and get a victory, if these two teams have comparable records come the Section 8AA tournament seeding, Buffalo's, the winner of this game is going to have a leg up against the opposition if the records are very comparable. So not only important for Buffalo, but really important for Alexandria, especially because this year's matchup is in Alexandria. Exactly, and Alexandria, had a game last night
and a game today. So, I mean, you got back-to-back home games. You got a good night's rest. A lot of times back-to-back can be difficult. But, again, as I mentioned earlier, these are high school kids. I think we could play 3 games in a row and be all right when I was in high school. Now I would not be all right, but a lot of energy, and they're going to come out here today and just be solid, I think. They work on that momentum you had last night.
Very good. JP Boleen is filling in as my broadcast partner today as Jeff James is taking care of some other duties on this Saturday, but JJ will be back with us on Thursday when we feature the play-by-play of Alexandria boys hockey when the Cardinals host the defending Class AA state champion Moorhead Spuds inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. Couple of programming notes if you are listening to KXRA Radio. Our Swap Shop program did wrap up at the bottom of the 1 o'clock hour. Again, thanks to Tom Chorley for hosting the abbreviated Swap Shop today. Jackson will be back to host Swap Shop Monday afternoon, and there you'll get the full program, roughly 45 minutes or so from 1:05 to 1:50 on Monday afternoon. And also, Minnesota Military Radio, hosted by Tom Lyons. That's going to be preempted today. That will also be preempted on Saturday, December 20th, when we have a doubleheader of Alexandria basketball coverage at Polig Court. So we've got some Saturday matinees. We just had one here in Alexandria 2 weeks ago, and now another girls hockey matchup today. But Minnesota Military Radio preempted, and the first portion of the Kim Commando show during the 3 o'clock hour will also be preempted today. We do have the full presentation of the Kim Commando show tonight, starting at 9:05 on a KXRA Radio. That's going to do it for our Jutna Motors pregame. We're going to take a break, enjoy a few words from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports programming. We'll come back, we'll introduce the lineups, we'll have keys to the game, and of course the play-by-play of Alexandria varsity girls hockey, live from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center inside Old National Bank Arena. Now we enjoy these words.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
From the Prime West Health, Runestone Community Center inside Old National Bank Arena. Alexandria Cardinal Girls Hockey is on the air. Welcome to our Saturday matinee. Along with J.P. Boleen, I am DMAC Dave McClurg. KXRA studio engineer Tom Chorley is our man at master control for KXRA Radio. We'll do a quick introduction of the lineups brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. Senior goaltender Tessa Qualley gets the start between the pipes today. She will have defensive partners sophomore Lucy Sloan and a freshman Sally Schmidt on the ice. And then the forward line includes one senior, Auden Molesky, a 6-point scorer, a couple of sophomores as well. Sierra Dixon, a 3-point scorer, and Ella Bruns, a 5-point scorer. Ryan Huddy is the head coach of the Buffalo Bison girls hockey team, which is 0-1 in the Lake Conference and 4-5 overall. The Alamere Health starting lineup for the Alexandria Cardinals this afternoon will have senior Victoria Myers in goal. 5-3 record, matching the team's mark. Her goals against average 1.98 and a save percentage of .920. Defensive partners in front of her today at the start will include sophomore Danica Waldorf, a 1-point scorer, and junior Tegan Cullen, a 7-point scorer with 3 goals. The forward line on the ice today will be centered by Jersey Severson, one of the captains, a 3-point scorer as a senior. She'll have 2 sophomores on the wings, Emily Doherty, a 3-point scorer, and Maya Dutton, a 7-point scorer. Dutton has 4 goals to go along with the 3 assists, and Emily Doherty has 2 goals to go along with 1 assist. Molly Arola is the head coach of the Alexandria girls hockey team, which is 2-0 in the Central Lakes Conference, 5-3 overall. There is the introduction of your starting lineups presented to you by Alamere Health. Now we're about to recognize our country with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner during our latent media platforms. It's brought to you by Carlson Music Center. Our thanks to Carlson Music Center in Alexandria for the presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner during our broadcast of Alexandria Sports Play-by-Play. For all of your musical needs, including voice lessons, visit online at carlsonmusiccenter.com to schedule appointments. carlsonmusiccenter.com. This is People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM. Audio also available through your Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. We wish to extend a big thank you to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor of Alexandria Sports Play-by-Play on our YouTube channel all throughout the 2025-26 school year. DMAC Dave McClurg joined by J.P. Boleen today. JP doing the video work for our YouTube channel, and he's got the headset mic on as well for the commentary. And JP, I think this is one of the few weeks during the school year we've had 4 events during the week. How's your stamina?
It's last night got a lot of rest. It was the first night
very good.
this week where he got a lot of rest, but kind of 6 events, if you count that wrestling match.
Exactly.
But it's been a fun week. I love Alexandria Cardinal sports.
Yeah, that's right. We've had the opportunity to see 4 different Alexandria teams, and today it's the girls hockey team, and the face-off is won by Alexandria. The Cardinals will carry it into the Buffalo Bison zone. Now looking to retrieve the puck is Sally Schmidt for the Bison. Now Alexandria looks to set up its forecheck. Puck comes into the slot area and is kept in here by Tegan Cullen. She'll work her way in, try a backhander across. The shot by one of the Alexandria forwards, Maya Dutton, goes wide of the target. And now the Bison looking to play it out of the zone, and Buffalo will cross the blue line. Sierra Dixon will play it up the other way, and now Alexandria goes back to retrieve as the teams change personnel. Now we're going to have Tegan Cullen sliding a pass back into the Buffalo zone, and now retrieving it here is Emma Basson. Now back out to the point. Here's a shot by Peyton Revering that finds its way to the goal, and Buffalo gets the rebound. Piper Stodola will send it out, and now Buffalo will try to set up in the attacking end. Here's a shot, save made by the Cardinals goaltender Victoria Myers on Violet Huddy's chance. Huddy, by the way, an 11-point scorer. She is the daughter of the head coach of the Bison, Ryan Huddy. And already she's got 4 goals and 7 helpers for 11 points. And I'm sure that's one of the promising young stars that Coach Huddy has on his team. And obviously she still has 3 more full years of eligibility after she wraps up her freshman year. Alexandria trying to work the puck out of the zone. Now it's going to be sent back into neutral ice. The Cardinals had the forward line of Emma Basson, Skylar Thorson, and Brecklin Ellingson on for a shift. And now the other next line comes in, which is going to include Anna Corinta along with Quinn Hills, and I believe it's Skylar Thorson coming out as part of this forward line. Now defenseman Hensley Carlson able to get a stick on the puck and play it back to neutral ice. Hensley Carlson and Claire Gimbel, deep partners out on the ice at the moment for the Alexandria Cardinals. Here's Bentley Cryle trying to put a puck on net, and she does have her shot saved by Tessa Qualley, and now Buffalo will send the puck to the other end, and icing gets called. First stoppage in play with about 2.5 minutes gone. Alexandria and Buffalo are scoreless in this high school varsity girls hockey game.
Yeah, it's kind of the start we saw, but Alexandria has gotten a couple of shots on their goaltender, and she's let up a couple of rebounds too. That's just something. Finishing is going to be hard here tonight, and those kind of rebounds you got to take advantage of.
Sierra Dixon for Buffalo and Emily Doherty for Alexandria looking to battle for the draw. Possession of the puck, and Buffalo trying to clear it out, but Alexandria taps it over into the right corner. Now it's played along the wall and out of the zone, so now the Lady Cardinals will get back on side. No score early on in today's game. It's high school girls hockey. Alexandria 5-3 on the year. Buffalo at 4-5. Tegan Cullen with a lead pass up ahead to Maya Dutton. Working in, trying to connect with Emily Doherty, but the centering pass is a little bit wide. Now the puck over into the right corner. Here is Jersey Severson trying to do some work along the wall for Alexandria. Puck gets played up to the zone, and now Buffalo will retrieve it. Ella Bruns will skate up, and now we've got a turnover. Brecklin Ellingson was looking to race the other way, and then the puck got slowed up on her stick, and Buffalo tries to regain control. Pass goes out across the blue line, and now Alexandria will get back on side. Here's defenseman Peyton Revering feeding ahead to Skylar Thorson. Then she tried to connect with Revering, and now the puck got swept back behind the net. Over toward the right wall, and Buffalo will play it out of the zone. Here comes Bridget Kodish working in. Her backhander is saved by Victoria Myers. So the second save for Myers today. Now a bouncing puck up in neutral ice, and taking it here is Emma Basson for Alexandria. Feeding it into the corner as Alexandria will change personnel. Evie Nye will now come on for a shift for Alexandria. I believe joining Anna Corinta and Quinn Hills for the Cardinals. Defensive partners on the ice right now include Hensley Carlson and Claire Gimbel. Now the puck worked in deep. Buffalo trying to bring it out of its own end. And the Bison's Eiley Kruger able to play it up into the neutral ice area, and Alexandria will play it back in. Both teams changing some personnel. Now Alexandria gets the Emily Doherty forward line on the ice. Centering pass from behind for Jersey Severson. It got tapped off her stick. Played back behind the net. Now it's going to be cycled around here. Kept in by Gimble, and now Claire Gimble trying to play it over to Jersey Severson. Now from the point, Hensley Carlson blasts one a little bit wide. Now the puck taken here by Buffalo's Piper Stodola. She'll send it up ahead to Senya Nibala. Nibala Jr., and then she has a stretch pass that goes too long. Icing is called. Face-off coming up in the Buffalo Bison zone. 11:48 is our time remaining in the first period. Alexandria and Buffalo scoreless. JP, are you seeing any developing trends from your observation in the first 5 minutes?
Well, Alexandria's had the better of the zone time so far here tonight, and that's going to be crucial. Just getting shots, and Buffalo works really well in the center of the ice and in the slot. They stuff a lot of chances, but if you're Alexandria, just work to the defense, work to the point. You got really good offensive defensemen on your team, so work with them.
The Cardinals were able to get a shot off the face-off. Danica Waldorf able to put one on goaltender Tessa Qualley. Now the Bison play it back out, and now the Bison will look to transition. Here comes Auden Molesky into the Alexandria zone. Can't quite get off a shot. Puck cycles around over toward the left wall in the Alexandria end. No score in this girls hockey matchup. We are featuring play-by-play today inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. DMAC and JP Boleen bringing you the call. Tom Chorley is our studio engineer. A good centering pass leads to a shot. Victoria Myers able to make the save. And then another centering attempt, and Myers will cover up. For our YouTube viewers, you are seeing the instant replays brought to you by Quality Real Estate. And probably the busiest activity that Victoria Myers has had in net in the early minutes.
Yeah, they were able to get behind Alexandria's defensive line, and a really good chance there for Buffalo. But Victoria Myers works well off that post with a good push, gets to the center of the ice quick.
Anna Carinta and Violet Huddy battling for the possession, and Alexandria is going to play the puck to the other end, but it is a long pass resulting in icing, and another face-off will be coming up in the zone off to the left of the goaltender Victoria Myers. One thing we didn't mention as we were transitioning into the play-by-play, keys to the game driven by Alexandria Motors. For Buffalo, take advantage of the scoring chances when they come, and obviously doing work on both sides of the blue line in terms of offensive production and getting the puck out of the zone. Meanwhile, Alexandria trying to put together that third period that the Lady Cardinals had last night. See if that comes a little bit earlier this afternoon in the non-conference game against Buffalo. Alexandria going back to retrieve the puck, and now it's going to be played to the other end, and another icing. Our thanks to Alexandria Motors for presenting our keys to the game. Together, let's drive with Alexandria Motors. Stoppage in play with 10:17 to go in a scoreless first period. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates. The Bison will have the forward line of Marley Hunzi along with Eiley Kruger and Senya Nimala on the ice here. And the Bison win the draw, and here is a shot going a little bit wide off the stick of Kruger. Cycled around, Alexandria looking to play it out. Cardinals gain possession of the puck, and Emily Doherty plays it ahead to Jersey Severson, who sneaks behind the Buffalo defense. Now goes wide. Oh, a one-timer, and a save is made. Severson was able to feed it across, and crashing to the net there, I believe, was one of the Alexandria forwards, Maya Dutton, and she got stopped there, and the most challenging save for Tessa Qualley to make this afternoon.
Yeah, that was a really good pass there from Severson, and just a really good save there from Buffalo's goaltender, Qualley.
So the face-off is played out of the zone, so Alexandria will get back on side. Hensley Carlson and Claire Gimbel are the defensive partners, and the forward line includes Emily Doherty, Jersey Severson, and Maya Dutton. Those are the 5 on the ice right now, along with goaltender Victoria Myers for Alexandria. Centering pass in front got deflected by Buffalo, and Sierra Dixon will try to play it up into neutral ice, and she does. Still no scores. We're approaching 8 minutes. Time elapsed in today's game inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center at Old National Bank Arena. I am Dave McClurg. We got JP Boleen working for Jeff James as my broadcast partner today. So JP on the camera and as the headset mic. I think CBS might be the next network that calls for JP in the future because a lot of their camera people also operate with headset mics. Maybe not necessarily to do the play-by-play, but now the puck played back to neutral ice, redirected here by Danica Waldorf up to the Buffalo blue line, and I believe we're going to have a whistle to stop play. I don't know if... Oh, we're going to have a penalty. I think Buffalo's going to be assessed for too many players on the ice, which is going to give Alexandria the first power play game or first power play of today's game.
Yeah, there is a certain point of grace that they give you before a player does get onto the ice and vice versa. But, yeah, just a mix-up there, leaving the bench a little early. So Alexandria, we mentioned earlier in the pregame, who's going to get the first power play, and Alexandria will be up first. So a big chance to go up by 1 early.
So Sally Schmidt will serve the 2-minute penalty for too many players on the ice. Here's Tegan Cullen firing high, save made, scrambled in front, and Buffalo will come away with the puck. Right now you've got Tegan Cullen, Maya Dutton, along with Emily Doherty, Danica Waldorf on the ice, and Jersey Severson. Buffalo for the penalty kill has Eiley Kruger on the ice, also Piper Stadola. Lucy Sloan is on the ice. And also Marley Hunzi with some time. And now the power play is going to go away for Alexandria, as I believe Tegan Cullen is assessed a penalty here. And this will be a cross-check for the Cardinal defenseman, and that will come at 8:41 of the first period.
Yeah, we're seeing a little of the aggression that Buffalo brings to, especially on the kill right there. And it worked as Alexandria just got a little too aggressive on their part, and one of their top offensive defensemen, Tegan Cullen, now into the box.
Yep, so the teams will play 4-on-4 for a little more than a minute, and then Buffalo would have about a 25-second power play. So 4 skaters aside, plus the 2 goalies for the respective teams. Right now you've got on the ice Brecklin Ellingson and Anna Corinta for Alexandria, and defenseman Casey Short, along with defenseman Peyton Revering. Buffalo countering, meanwhile, with both Sierra Dixon and Ella Bruns on the ice. Hannah Rosso is also getting some shift time here for Buffalo, and one other player for the Bison. That may be Piper Stadola. Now the Cardinals play it back behind the net. Emily Doherty stepping back onto the ice, controlling the puck behind netminder Tessa Qualley. It comes over to Waldorf, and then she tried to fire, but that one went a little bit wide. Still about 20 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and then Buffalo will be on a brief power play. We are now down to about 7 minutes remaining in the first period. Emily Doherty able to fire a shot toward the netminder Qualley, and Tessa Qualley, the senior, will make her 9th save of the afternoon, and we'll have a face-off coming up to Qualley's left.
Yeah, and Alexandria obviously wants that power play, but you've got 13 seconds of 4-on-4 left here, and you're a fast team. I mean, you're without one of your top scorers, but may have the advantages for a little while here for Alexandria, and they've shown that.
So the Bison are about ready to get back to full strength, so you're going to have Buffalo's Addie Guck bring it up the ice, and now the Bison with a brief power play, and the Cardinals are able to tip it out of the zone back into neutral ice. Buffalo skates back in. This one's coming in deep, and a centering pass got steered away. Now a shot off the stick of Gianna Horde will be steered aside. Now a loose puck in front, and it's near the crease area. Now Alexandria gets back to full strength. Addie Guck will try to keep it in the Cardinals zone. She'll fire toward the goal, and that got steered away over into the right corner. Now a bouncing puck off to the left of Myers. Centering pass, and a shot and a goal. And the visitors are going to get the lead here inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Buffalo will light the lamp, and I believe it's going to be senior Avery Corbin who will get the goal for Buffalo. So the Bison will grab the early lead at the 9:56 mark of the first period.
Yeah, Corbin was just able to sneak her way into the high slot and just got a nice look at a good shot, and she's got a really hard shot. That's why one of the leading scorers here for the Bison, but a really good shot there from Corbin.
Yeah, Corbin is a senior. She now has her team-leading 6th goal of the year. Violet Huddy will get the lone assist, and the time of that score is 9 minutes and 56 seconds of the hockey game. So Buffalo grabs the early lead at 1-0. I believe it'll be 10:56 time of that first period goal for Buffalo, as we're now down to 5.5 remaining in the first period. Now the Cardinals look to put on some pressure. Here comes Emma Bison, right corner, trying to control with her stick, now playing it out. Comes back out. Tegan Cullen will fire. Save made by Qualley as she knocks it down. Doesn't really allow a big rebound. She covers up right away, and a face-off will be coming in the Buffalo end.
Something Alexandria has done early in this season when they have gone down early is they've been good at rebounding. So hopefully, that'll come here. You've got 5 minutes to try to tie this up here before the second period.
The Maya Dutton, Jersey Severson, Emily Doherty forward line is on the ice at the moment for the Lady Cardinals. Hensley Carlson and Claire Gimbel are your defensive partners here. Now Buffalo looking to play the puck out of its defensive zone, and Gimbel will slide it back down low. Jersey Severson goes to retrieve, centering attempt, but nobody in front except a couple of Buffalo players. One of those Buffalo players, I believe, is Auden Molesky, and she'll play it out of the zone. Now Alexandria looking to come back the other way, and Anna Corinta had the puck taken off her stick. It's going to be into the offensive zone. Ella Bruns getting it. Now the Cardinals get it back. Maya Dutton skating up the right side. She tried to feed toward Quinn Hills. That got broken up. Buffalo chips the puck back to neutral ice. 4.5 minutes remaining in the opening period. It is Buffalo 1, Alexandria no score. Our scoreboard updates today being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Here's a lead pass ahead. Bentley Kreil trying to get open, working in from a tough angle. She fired it across. Now a shot attempt by Peyton Revering got deflected off the stick of Addie Guck, and she'll steer the puck over back behind the net and over toward the left corner. Now the Cardinals regain control. Here is Casey Short looking to play it to one of her forwards. Now the puck on the short side. Scramble and a goal! And Alexandria is going to tie the game here in the first period. That puck came on the short side off to the right of the goaltender, Qualley, and it will be tapped in, and it may be Skylar Thorson getting the score for Alexandria. And the Lady Cards have tied the game up. It is Thorson with the goal. That will be her first of the year. And it's now a 1-1 hockey game here in the first period.
That was just a hard-working play there by, I didn't get you the number there on the forward, wrapping it around there, but the puck just was able to squirt out right in front of goaltender Qualley, and a great rebound attempt to getting over the shoulder there. So a really hard-working goal there from Alexandria, and a great rebound after that first goal.
So Alexandria has come back to tie the score. Buffalo will look to work with the puck in the Alexandria end. Here is a shot by Sally Schmidt, and that got knocked down, and now the Cardinals look to clear it out. Here comes Emma Basson up the other way, 1-on-3, and now Buffalo back and tips the puck off of Basson's stick. Now she relocates it, tries to put a backhander on the net, and it got deflected over into the right corner. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the first period. Alexandria 1, Buffalo 1 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. The Cardinals have Tegan Cullen and Danica Waldorf on for defense. And the forward line of Emily Doherty, Maya Dutton, and Jersey Severson out as the forwards. Now it's Cullen getting to the puck for Alexandria. Lead pass ahead. Up the middle of the ice, Emily Doherty getting in front. Here's a shot. Save made by Qualley. Now Doherty will try to retrieve the puck. Oh, Alexandria had an odd player rush there. Doherty took it strong to the net, and she got stopped by Tessa Qualley. Now the puck back the other way, and Peyton Revering will track it down for Alexandria. Bouncing up into neutral ice. Now Buffalo looking to redirect. Here's Casey Short sending it ahead. Now Anna Carrenta will put one on net. Qualley makes the save. It started to squirt free, but then Tessa Qualley will cover up and create the face-off in the Buffalo zone. Again, our thanks to Quality Real Estate for bringing you the instant replays if you're watching today on our YouTube channel. And just a little clarification, Buffalo's goalie has no relation to the presenting sponsor of the instant replays because the spelling is different. Of course, if you know Quality Real Estate, it's K-V-A-L-E. Quality starts with Quali, K-V-A-L-E, Quali Real Estate. Little in-game promotion there. Tessa Qualley, the goaltender for the Buffalo Bison. Her name is spelled with 5 letters as well, Q-U-A-L-E. Tessa Qualley with a Q. Now we've got a lead pass the other way, and Buffalo's going to go back in front. So as personnel is being changed, the Bison are going to go back in front, converting on a lead pass, and now it's a 2-1 lead for Buffalo. And it's going to be a second goal of the afternoon for Avery Corbin, and that will be her team-leading 7th of the year.
Yeah, and she just used her speed there. She wheeled by a couple of defensemen and was able to get it backhand past the pad of Myers. So a really hard-working period here for both teams, but the skill for Buffalo just shining right now from Corbin.
Yeah, she's been involved in both of the goals, getting the finish on both her 6th and 7th of the season, and the Bison reestablish a 1-goal lead. It's Buffalo 2, Alexandria 1. Now the puck back in the Bison zone. Right now the Cardinals have the Skylar Thorson forward line on the ice, joined by Emma Basson and Emily Doherty. So a little bit of a variation there. Got defensive partners that are going to be changing here. Peyton Reveringham, one of those getting back onto the ice. And now you've got Maya Dutton now joining Jersey Severson and Emily Doherty. So Buffalo looking to play the puck out of the zone. Sally Schmidt will send it ahead back into Alexandria's end. Now a lead pass comes up, and Alexandria onside. Here's Maya Dutton trying to get it to Emily Doherty, and she turned around in the slot area looking to take the shot, but her stick got held up. Buffalo regains control with about a half minute remaining in the period. The puck back behind the behind the Buffalo net as Alexandria looking to control, and the Cardinals play it back out to the point, but the pass a little bit wide for Peyton Revering. And now it's going to come back into the Alexandria end. Cardinals don't want to get careless right at the end of the period, already down by 1 goal. Alexandria's Casey Short regains control of the puck. She'll send it over to Emily Doherty, and the time expires, ending the first period of today's game inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. The visiting Buffalo Bison have the lead over the host Alexandria Cardinals. 2-1, 17 minutes into today's game. A programming note on our late media platforms: we will have the Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report later this afternoon. That will be coming up between the second and third periods of today's game. So 1 period is in the books in varsity girls hockey, with Buffalo up by 1, along with J.P. Boline and our studio engineer, Tom Chorley. DMAC Dave McClurg inviting you to stay tuned. We're back with more from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center after we enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Welcome to our Saturday matinee of Alexandria Cardinal Girls Hockey as we come to you on location from inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Buffalo leads Alexandria by a score of 2-1 twice in this game. The visiting Bison have carried 1-goal leads, and right now Buffalo will carry their 1-goal advantage into period number 2. Jeff James is off today, so we've got our videographer JP Boline doing double duty as he's our commentator for Alexandria Girls Hockey this afternoon. And JP, I thought, kind of a strange period that it seemed like Alexandria, had a territorial advantage in this matchup, and obviously that meant more scoring opportunities. I think the numbers would show that the Cardinals probably had the superior in the scoring chances, but yet Buffalo has been a little more resourceful, and I think the X factor so far has to be their senior forward Avery Corbett.
Yeah, absolutely. She's uber talented. She's got a really good shot. I mean, watching her in warm-ups earlier, you could just see she picks corners, and that's what she did in the first goal, and then she uses her legs in the second goal as well, just getting by the defense and sneaking that one in an open side on the right side past the pad. But Alexandria, like a lot of high school hockey, like a lot of hockey teams in general, work so well and are so comfortable in their own zone. But when they do get caught in their defensive zone, they tend to chase the puck a little bit. And I think that's happening a little bit tonight. The second goal was more of a neutral zone turnover that moved, gave the puck to one of their best players, if not their best and fastest player. But they just tend to chase the puck a little bit, trying to make long passes, which is never a good idea in your own zone. I think just taking short passes or even off the glass out of the zone works a lot of times too. And I think Alexandria just needs to work a little bit on that. It's still early in the season. They're playing their back-to-back. Had a game last night against a ranked AA opponent, and so they're probably working a little tired legs here tonight and trying to get that energy back.
Alexandria trailing Buffalo by a score of 2-1 after one period of hockey. And going through the scoring recap so far, it's been Avery Corbin filling up the sheet. She got the first goal of the game, and the time of that score was 10 minutes and 56 seconds of the opening period. 1 assist on that goal. That goes to the freshman Violet Huddy. And for Huddy, her 8th helper of the year, and at that point, Avery Corbin had her 6th goal of the year. I say at that point because you'll hear her name come up later. Alexandria was able to tie the score when Skylar Thorson was able to slam a shot in at the 13:08 mark for the senior forward, her first goal of the year. Hopefully the first of many to come. And that got Alexandria level. And then basically about 2.5 minutes after that, a lead pass found the stick of Avery Corbin, and she was able to slide into the slot area and get her shot past the goaltender Victoria Myers. So 7th goal of the year for Avery Corbin. That came at the 15-13 mark, and that has Buffalo in front 2-1. The shots on goal in the opening period, Alexandria had 13. The Bison had 7. So that means 5 saves for Victoria Myers, 12 saves for senior goaltender Tessa Qualley for Buffalo through 17 minutes of play. Each team suffered 1 minor penalty, and they were almost back-to-back within seconds of one another. Buffalo was cited for too many players on the ice at the 8:16 mark. That penalty was served by Sally Schmidt, and then 25 seconds later, Tegan Cullen got the gate for cross-checking. Neither team scored in the 4-on-4 situation, and Buffalo was not able to convert on its 25 seconds of power play. Alexandria was not able to convert on its 25 seconds of power play. So right now, the visitors have a 1-goal lead after 17 minutes. Again, a programming note to share with you. Our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report comes later on. As we get closer to the 3 o'clock hour, you'll have the Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report between the 2nd and 3rd periods of Alexandria Cardinal Girls Hockey. Now we're going to take a time out on our latent media platforms, and we'll enjoy a few words from our presenters of Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Buildings.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Welcome back inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. Just about ready to start period number 2 of today's hockey game as Alexandria trails Buffalo by a score of 2-1. The Alexandria Junior Varsity prevailed over Buffalo earlier today by a score of 2-1. By the way, if you are watching on YouTube, maybe you've been able to decipher the Buffalo Bison uniforms are the dark-colored jersey sweaters. Word Buffalo on the front of the uniform. White numerals on both the front and the back and the sleeves. And also the last name of the players on the back of their uniforms. Alexandria wearing the white jersey sweaters, red numerals on the back and on the sleeves. The black breezers and the word Cards on the front of the Alexandria jersey. And as you watch on YouTube, Alexandria will be flowing left to right in this second period of play, meaning that the Cardinals, from our point of view, will be attacking the south end here inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health RCC. And Alexandria gains the puck possession, and now Buffalo will try to steer it around. Cardinals looking to establish their forecheck on this first sequence in period number 2. Now Buffalo plays the puck off the wall, and it's coming back the other way. Now Sierra Dixon is being kept wide. She tried to flick it in front for Ella Bruns, but now a centering attempt kept away from the net, comes over toward the wall where defenseman Sally Schmidt will look to play it inside. But now Alexandria regains control. Tegan Cullen is going to send it to Emily Doherty, back to Cullen. Cullen working her way through and had the puck tapped off her stick, and it's retrieved here by Hannah Rosso for Buffalo. Rosso and Piper Stodola are defensive partners quite frequently for the Bison. Here's a shot attempt and a save made as Bridget Kodish was able to get a centering pass right across the crease, and Victoria Myers was able to stand tall there to make the save, preventing Buffalo from going up by 2 goals.
Yeah, great job by Myers just to cut off any angle on that pass there on Buffalo's shooter. But Alexandria just got to do a better job of getting back on defense. The forwards have to help your defense, because we had Tegan step up and make an offensive play in the Buffalo zone, and then just nobody was backing up her behind there. So Buffalo had a 2-on-0 essentially.
Now Alexandria is able to work the puck back into the zone, and you've got the forward line right now of Emma Basson, Brecklin Ellingson, and I think Skylar Thorson is out on the ice, joined by defensive partners Casey Short and Peyton Revering. The Cardinals unable to keep it in. Here goes Avery Corbin up the left side. She got met by Brecklin Ellingson here, and now a pass comes back out to the point. Shot into traffic. Myers is able to find it, and the save is made as Piper Stodola was able to put the puck on net there.
Buffalo's coming out here in this period and taking that momentum they had in the first and right into this middle frame, and they are shooting from the points and getting players behind Alexandria's defense, and that's how a couple of these goals have happened.
Face-off will be coming up to the left of the goaltender, Victoria Myers. Now the Cardinals able to gain control as a pass gets backhanded out. Back to retrieve it. Here is defenseman Gianna Horde, a freshman for Buffalo. Bison do have a few freshmen that help to make up their varsity roster. Now here's a centering pass broken up here by the Bison's Horde, playing it back into neutral ice. Right now, Buffalo has its forward line of Eiley Kruger, Senya Niemela, and Marley Hunzi on the ice. Now we're going to have a whistle and a touch-up, and we may have a penalty coming up. And Alexandria are waiting to see. Nope, I'm sorry. Yep, now we do have the penalty, and it will be Anna Corinta getting the gate for tripping here. 2:32 into the second period.
Yeah, and Corinth's been playing really aggressive here tonight. In most cases, it's been clean and good, but that one just got the stick underneath the blade a little bit. Unlucky play for Alexandria, but got to kill this off.
Yeah, Buffalo with the power play as the Bison operate in the Alexandria zone. Here's Piper Stodola playing out top. She's on the ice with Ella Bruns here. You've got Avery Corbin as part of this power play. Pass goes toward Corbin. It got broken up. Violet Huddy is on the ice, as is Auden Molesky. Buffalo controlling as the passes go around the perimeter. Now out to the point. Stodola putting one on net. Myers able to make the save. Now we've got battle along the wall. Hensley Carlson and Tegan Cullen out for a penalty kill here, joined by forwards Maya Dutton and Emily Doherty. 2-1 Bison with the lead. We're in period number 2. Buffalo on a power play. Here's the shot whistled high off the stick of Bruns. Long rebound comes all the way back to neutral ice. So Buffalo will have to regroup. Now 1 minute into the power play, and now the Bison passing breaks down a little bit as Buffalo goes back to retrieve the puck in its own end. Now a near turnover, but it will be steered ahead up toward Avery Corbin at her own blue line. Now to Violet Huddy. Huddy working through. She'll fire a little bit high. And the rebound got pushed into the corner by Brooklyn Ellingson. Now on the ice for part of the PK along with Jersey Severson. And then you've got defensive partners Danica Waldorf and Casey Short on the ice. Still about a half minute remaining in the Buffalo power play. We're now 4 minutes into the second period. It's Buffalo 2, Alexandria 1 in girls hockey. Our scoreboard updates today brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. DMAC and JP Boleen bringing you the commentary, and thanks for watching today on our Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Now the Bison skate back in. Here's Sally Schmidt playing it in deep. Now it gets sent around, intercepted by Alexandria. The Lady Cardinals are back to full strength. Looking to work up the left side is Brooklyn Ellingson. We've got a delayed penalty coming up here, and we'll have to wait and see.
I think it was just offside.
Okay, yep, that's correct. So thank you for the clarification there.
And it was called right away. It was delayed, but then it hit the Alexandria forward too. So.
All right, so a reset here with the blue line, or a face-off in neutral ice outside the Buffalo blue line. Emily Doherty along with Emma Basson on the ice right now. And the Cardinals able to win the draw here, playing it into the Buffalo zone. Now a turnover as Emily Doherty tries to locate the puck. It gets cycled around. Now it's going to be Hensley Carlson feeding it along the wall over toward one of her teammates. I think Evie Nye might be getting some shift time now for Alexandria. Loose puck in the slot area, located here by Basson. Emma Basson plays it out to Hensley Carlson, then it goes into the corner. Now a centering attempt, and it's intercepted here by Avery Corbin. Buffalo will skate ahead, playing it up to the Alexandria blue line. Now it gets redirected. The Cardinals will carry it. Emma Basson trying to slide a backhander into the direction of Bentley Cryle. And then it gets played into the Buffalo zone. Cryle looking to play it out front. Now Tegan Cullen is going to keep it in. It comes into the direction of Cryle over in the right corner. 2-1 Bison with the lead in girls hockey. We're in the second period. Now play along the wall here, and Buffalo will look to clear it out. It's kept in. Tegan Cullen will skate in, working in close, trying to get a backhander, and that got broken up by Buffalo. Now the Bison will carry it out of the zone as Piper Stodola is spun around and lost possession of the puck. Alexandria regains control. Here's the break. Anna Corinta's shot is stopped by Qualley. Now the puck gets cycled around. I believe that is the first shot for Alexandria in this period, and we've played a little more than 5 minutes, actually close to 6 minutes now of game time elapsed in period number 2. Buffalo 2, Alexandria 1. Now a puck is going to be taken by defenseman Gianna Horde, sending it a little bit high. Now Hayden Hunsey will try to track it down. Buffalo able to keep the puck on side. Horde feeds in front, and save is going to be made here, as right on the doorstep was Emma Moline for the Bison, and we're going to have a stoppage here and a face-off coming up in the Alexandria end. And JP, it just seems from my perspective, you know, Buffalo seems to be enjoying the edge of play right now, seeming, getting the better opportunities to score.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing so good up the middle in their defensive zone. Alexandria, we mentioned it in the intermission, but they're so comfortable in the offensive zone, Alexandria is, but when it comes to the defensive zone, they tend to chase the puck a little bit, and that's what they're doing this afternoon or today. And they just got to clean a couple of things up, and I think Alexandria get a couple more shots in as well.
Right, and they might have an opportunity here as a player went down for the Cardinals, so I believe Buffalo is going to get a penalty here, and that should put Alexandria with the player advantage. This is going to be a...
So I think it's a coincidental.
Okay, so yeah, I believe Buffalo is going to have Abby Guck going off, and we'll see who's going off for Alexandria. It looks like Hensley Carlson will be off for the Lady Cardinals. So coincidental minor penalty. Tripping on Hensley Carlson and...
for both.
Yeah, tripping on the Buffalo player, Addie Guck. So both teams skating 5-on-5 here. And the time of the penalties is 7:02 of the second period. Still a one-goal lead for the visitors. It's Buffalo 2, Alexandria 1. As Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates. Anna Corinta playing the puck off the wall. Tried to fire a shot, but her stick got held up, so not a clean shot on goal. Puck bounces back behind the net, now over toward the wall. Kept in here. Emma Basson plays it out to Peyton Revering. Then it comes back to Basson. She'll drop it off. Maya Dutton working in. Bouncing puck, and that's going to go left of the goal. Over into the corner. Now Dutton will try to track it down for Alexandria. Maya has it off to Emily Doherty, and her shot got elevated, but it steered over the net. Now the long rebound comes back out to neutral ice, and Tegan Cullen will track it down, feeding it up the left side now to Dutton. Dutton working in, firing on net, and Qualley will make the save. And JP, obviously you've had some work between the pipes during your hockey career, and Tessa Qualley was going to make sure that puck did not score away for a big rebound.
Yeah, and she's doing a really good job of, she seems like more of a shot blocking type of goalie, but Alexandria's just got to get her moving left to right. She's made a couple of good saves that way, but also, rebounds, that was Alexandria's goal, and she's seeing the puck really well, and Alexandria's got to do a better job of just, taking away her vision.
Now the face-off is won by Buffalo as the Bison play it back out. Here comes Avery Corbin up the right side, trying to drop the pass off. Jersey Severson's going to intercept. She'll send it to Emily Doherty, and then the lead pass eludes Maya Dutton, and icing will be the call. Stopping play with 8:43 to go in the second. It is Alexandria trailing Buffalo by a score of 2-1. Again, for those of you normally that would join us on Saturday afternoons on KXRA Radio for Minnesota Military Radio, hosted by Tom Lyons, that is preempted today. We will have Minnesota Military Radio on the air next Saturday afternoon, shortly after 2 p.m. We've got play-by-play of Alexandria Girls Hockey. Tom Chorley is our KXRA radio studio engineer. And along with J.P. Boline, who is our videographer for the YouTube coverage, he's joining me as well as commentator for today's hockey broadcast. Working in now, Tegan Cullen skates up the middle, now feeds it across. One-timer goes a little bit wide on the attempt here for Evie Nye. Now the puck played out of the zone. Tegan Cullen has to wait for her teammates to get back on side, and now the puck slides in. Buffalo will go to retrieve it. We're now more than midway through this hockey game, and Alexandria trails by 1. It's Buffalo 2, the Lady Cardinals 1 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Now a near turnover here. Anna Corinta gets to the puck, trying to feed it off to Quinn Hills. It's redirected here by the Bison over toward the wall. Now Buffalo will play the puck out of the zone, taken here and now by Casey Short, the defenseman, trying to weave her way up the ice, and now it's going to be played back the other way by Buffalo. Here goes Marley Hunsey to try to get the puck in the offensive end. Now Alexandria regains control. Here's a pass ahead by Quinn Hills up toward Emily Doherty. Doherty now works in, feeds it off to Maya Dutton, dropping it off now. Peyton Revering finding a shot, and that gets saved by the goaltender Qualley. Now the puck along the right half wall. Eiley Kruger trying to play it ahead, but the Cardinals keep it in. Tip in front by Doherty, and that got steered aside. Now a scramble for the biscuit over in the right corner. Emily Doherty trying to retrieve the puck, but it's going to be Lucy Sloan looking to steer it up. Now it's kept in. Tegan Cullen in front. Scramble, and I think finally Qualley will make the save. But boy, as the YouTube audience gets to check out the Qualley real estate replay there, JP Alexandria putting on some heavy pressure.
Yeah, they were able to get that puck through the crease, and a big pad save there from Qualley. Another rebound there, but she was able to just stick that glove out, and it went right into the netting. So the glove, not the back of the net.
Yeah, so the face-off comes to the left of Tessa Qualley. Brecklin Ellingson battling Sierra Dixon for the draw, and the puck gets worked over into the left corner. Buffalo leading by a goal. We've now played 10.5 minutes of this second period. Under 6.5 remaining in the period. Here's a nice centering pass in front. Shot stonewalled by Qualley on the Brecklin Ellingson attempt. Now Buffalo looking to come back the other way. And now a player, Sierra Dixon, almost looked like she had her stick held up. Now a centering pass intercepted by the Lady Cardinals, but Buffalo's going to play it back down inside. Now a battle for possession over along the right wall in the Alexandria zone. We go under 6 minutes remaining in the second. In girls hockey today, it's Buffalo 2, Alexandria 1. Here's a centering attempt, and a shot by, I believe, Addie Guck goes a little bit across the crease, and now the puck will be cleared the other way, and icing will be the call. Face-off will be forthcoming in Alexandria's zone. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in period number 2. And the Lady Cardinals, who have not led this afternoon, are down by a goal at 2-1.
A really good play that Michael by the wayside there. Emma Bison stepping back in the slot and taking away an outlet pass right in the slot. So a really good defensive play there. Avoided a really good chance for Buffalo.
Now the Alexandria Cardinals win the draw. You've got the forwards of Anna Carinta, Quinn Hills, and Bentley Cryle on the ice, joined by defenseman Casey Short and Peyton Revering, and I think we're going to have a stoppage here. Buffalo may have been into the Cardinals zone too soon. And we're going to have a face-off outside the Alexandria blue line. The Bison countering with their forward line, I believe, of Violet Huddy, Avery Corbin, and Bridget Kodich. Defensive partners Piper Stodola and Hannah Rosso are on the ice as well. Now the puck played ahead. Buffalo trying to work it in. Here goes Corbin. She's got both goals today. Fires one on Victoria Myers. Save made. And then Victoria sprawls the body out and steers the puck back in. Again, for our YouTube audience, Qualley Real Estate bringing you the instant replay as Avery Corbin was bidding for the hat trick, but Victoria Myers able to stop her. Myers came into this game averaging just under 2 goals allowed per contest, so you got to think that Myers is pretty much at her limit in terms of goals allowed today. Of course, there's still a full period and another 5 minutes and 10 seconds of the second, but she's usually pretty formidable back between the pipes for Alexandria.
Yeah, it's a very quick goaltender from right to left in the crease, and also does not give up a whole lot of rebounds, and that's been key here today.
Now here's Maya Dutton feeding ahead to Jersey Severson, and now the Bison will chip the puck back into neutral ice. Under 5 to go now in the second. It's Buffalo 2, Alexandria 1. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates today for varsity girls hockey. Now the Lady Cardinals go back into their own end to get the puck. Jersey Severson steers it ahead for Emily Doherty. Now Maya Dutton waits to stay on side, and Doherty will slide the puck in, and Alexandria will be trying to set up the forward check, but Buffalo quickly clears the zone. Now Tegan Cullen will work in. Evie Nye on the ice right now as a forward for Alexandria. Cullen kept the puck down toward the goal line, then tried to feed back out. Now we've got a puck chip back into neutral ice. Here's a clearing attempt here by Buffalo's Hayden Hunze into the Alexandria zone. Still 2-1 in favor of Buffalo as we now have played more than 13 minutes of this second period without the score changing from the end of one. Now Alexandria looking to break out, and Peyton Revering slides a pass ahead. And I believe this is going to go wide of the goal, and because it was not touched after Alexandria's blue line, that ends up being icing. JP, you talked about earlier, this is the second game in less than 24 hours for Alexandria. Are you sensing, from your point of view, maybe some tired legs here?
Yeah, and especially how much they've played in their defensive zone, too. I mean, Buffalo's really wearing them out a little bit here, but, it's one of those things where, they didn't play for 13 days. Last night had a really tough battle that they came out and had a really good third period, and then here today just got to clean some stuff up and get back into the locker room, get into the third. I think it's a win if you get into the third with the same score.
Yes, and obviously even better if you can find a way to get this game even after two periods. We'd be happy with Deuces Wild 2-2 after two, but still need Alexandria to find that second goal as Buffalo has held this 2-1 lead since the late stages of the opening period. All three goals, by the way, were scored in a span of less than 5 minutes of game time late in the first, and we have not moved off of 2-1 since.
And I will say Alexandria has had the better of high danger chances in this period, but quality's just been really solid for Buffalo.
Now the Lady Cardinals gain possession of the puck. Quinn Hills skates across the center ice, the center red line, and will play it in. Now the puck will get cycled, and Buffalo will try to steer it out, but Alexandria trying to do some work along the wall here. And Buffalo regains control, playing it up to neutral ice. Now up the left side, Autumn Molesky sends it now to Ella Bruns. And Alexandria regains control. The Cardinals will look to break out. Pass up for Emily Doherty, and it got knocked off her stick. And now it's going to be sent the other way for the Buffalo Bison. Buffalo has the 2 goals by senior Avery Corbin today, her 6th and 7th of the year, and that has the Bison in front. Now we have an Alexandria player that went to the ice as Buffalo player spun away from her. Now the Bison gain control, centering pass. I think that was prevented from being onto the stick of Avery Corbin. I think Maya Dutton may have provided a shield preventing Corbin from seeing the puck. Now the pass in neutral ice. Dutton is going to send it ahead to Brecklin Ellingson. Ellingson trying to come through, and we're going to have a penalty on Buffalo as Ellingson, as she was working her way toward the net, ends up getting tripped. So the Cardinals will go on a power play late here in period number 2.
They have yet to have a full power play so far today, so hopefully they can stay clean here with the skater advantage.
Yep, I believe it's going to be Addie Guck going to the penalty box at 15:34 for tripping. So the Lady Cardinals start the power play with Emma Basson on the ice. She's got the puck right now. Anna Carinta out there, Peyton Revering, Brecklin Ellingson, and Skylar Thorson. Thorson has the goal this afternoon for the Lady Cardinals. Thorson with the puck, played back out to Peyton Revering. Alexandria seeking the tying goal here. Here's a pass over toward Revering. It's off her stick, deflected away by Eiley Kruger. Kruger and Marley Hunze on for penalty kill on defense. And then you've got Emma Moline and Lucy Sloan also getting some time. Here's Tegan Cullen firing one right on net, and the save is made by the goaltender Tessa Qualley, and I believe she is now up close to 20 saves on the afternoon.
And Qualley's just the type of goaltender where, if she's able to see the puck, she's going to make the save, and that's been happening here tonight. She's a bigger goaltender as well, so she takes up more net. Alexandria's got to do a better job of getting people in front of her and getting her moving right to left.
Alexandria wins the draw. We're down to 40 seconds to go in the period. Now the Cardinals have it. Maya Dutton sends it back out. Now here is Cullen back to Dutton firing, and a save is made by Tessa Qualley. 1:03 remaining in the power play for Alexandria. 29.3 seconds our time remaining in period 2. Don't forget, once we wrap up the second period, we'll have our mid-game report presented to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. Alexandria wins the draw. Cullen firing right on goaltender Qualley, who makes another save. Right now you've got Emily Doherty out on the ice for part of this power play. Maya Dutton and Jersey Severson, joined by the defensive partners of Tegan Cullen and also Danica Waldorf. And the ensuing face-off, puck back behind the net. Now it's going to be played out. Here's Cullen firing into traffic, and it gets deflected, and Buffalo's going to clear it the other way. So the Cardinals have gotten some quality chances on goal, but still have yet to find that equalizer. Now we've got just a few seconds remaining, and it looks like the remaining power play time for Alexandria will carry over into period number 3. So no scoring in the second period. Buffalo won the first period, so with the second period being a scoreless draw, the Bison will take a 1-goal lead into period number 3. This is People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM. Audio also available through the Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. We appreciate you watching our coverage today on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. A big thanks to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor. It's Buffalo 2, Alexandria 1 in girls hockey. After this timeout, we'll get rolling with our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. Stay close.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind. Because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Welcome to our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report as we come to you on location inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. JP Boleen is filling in for Jeff James on our commentary today, and I am DMAC Dave McClurg. We've got Tom Chorley as our KXRA studio engineer back in downtown Alexandria at KXRA Radio. Our thanks to Eldon's Fresh Foods for presenting our mid-game report. In hockey, we do that after the second period of a varsity game is concluded. And JP, again, a pretty tight game. We kind of thought it was going to be low scoring. Both teams have the reputation of, having really solid goaltending. Victoria Myers for Alexandria and Tessa Qualley for the Buffalo Bison. And in some ways, the game's living up to that part of the billing.
Yeah, and Qualley, mentioned it a couple times during the broadcast, but she's just going to save everything that she sees. She's a solid goaltender back there, a puck stopper. Alexandria, they aren't gifted many chances behind the defense here tonight because Buffalo's defense has been really, really good, and I think they're a very strong defensive team that can play great, moving into transitioning into the neutral zone, and they've shown that today a couple of times. And Alexandria has just got to be more comfortable in their own zone. Been harping at it all season long. They just have to be as comfortable in the offensive zone than they are in the defensive zone. You're told that from being a tiny first-time skater to high school. It's so important to be comfortable, not panicking and not chasing in your own zone. And today I think Alexandria is doing that a little bit.
But still, it's only a one-goal deficit, and it seems like Alexandria is getting some really decent chances to score. I mean, it's not as if the Cardinals have held on to the puck too long or anything like that. But I think that combination effort of Buffalo's defense, they've got some pretty good blue liners of their own, and then their last line of defense, Tessa Qualley, has played pretty well. If you're in the Alexandria locker room, what might you imagine is being said right now?
Just stay calm. I mean, this is their second night in the second game in not even 24 hours. So just stay calm, stay positive, don't get too down. Get a break. Honestly, this is the kind of game you don't have to say a whole lot. You know what the opponent you're playing. I think the most powerful intermission speeches are those that the coach doesn't even come and speak to you. That happened a lot with a coach that I respect a lot, my high school coach, Ian Resch. If he felt like we knew what we were up against, what we were going, and he didn't think he had to say anything, it was powerful sometimes, and sometimes players. It's big when players are able to speak with each other, too.
Did you have a situation where sometimes an intermission, meeting was led by the players rather than the coach?
Yeah, and that was a big thing, especially my senior year when we had probably our most success. Our leaders knew what they needed to do, and it was a matter of, pumping everybody up. We're tired. We're all tired. We're all feeling the worn out from yesterday a little bit. One more period is all you have to give, and I think that's, something that could be going on right now is just one more period. We know what we did yesterday against a ranked opponent. We can do it again here today.
The scoring recap, again, all the scoring done in the first period. Avery Corbin on an assist from Violet Huddy at 10:56 to give Buffalo the lead. Alexandria tied the score at the 13:08 mark with Skylar Thorson getting her first goal of her senior year. Buffalo retook the lead a little more than 2 minutes after that on an Avery Corbin goal, her 7th of the year. When the second period ended, Alexandria had a power play, so 34 seconds of that power play carries over into period number 3. Shots on goal in the period, Buffalo had 5 for a 2-period total of 12. Alexandria had 9 for a 2-period total of 22. So the Bison have been able to score 2 goals on 12 shots. Alexandria has been able to score 1 goal on so far 22 shots today. So the third period is ahead. The visitors have a 1-goal lead. Alexandria won the third period last night against Apple Valley. The Lady Cardinals will try to turn that trick today as the Cardinals seek to come back from a 1-goal deficit. It's Buffalo 2, Alexandria 1. Our thanks to Eldon's Fresh Foods for presenting our mid-game report on our Leighton Media platforms, including our Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel and KXRA Radio. Now along our platforms, let's enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity.
The players come back onto the ice inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. Welcome to our coverage today, along with J.P. Boline. I am D-Mac Dave McClurg. It's a 2-1 lead for Buffalo over Alexandria with the start of the third period on the horizon. For our KXRA radio listening audience, we will join the Kim Commando Show in progress a little bit later on this afternoon, probably as we get closer to 4 o'clock. We'll have the full presentation of the Kim Commando Show tonight from 9:05 to midnight on KXRA Radio, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, and 105.7 FM. Alexandria will now be skating from our vantage point right to left, and as you watch on our YouTube channel, that will be the direction that the Lady Cardinals go in period number 3. Tegan Cullen and Danica Waldorf will be the defensemen on the ice, along with forwards Maya Dutton, Jersey Severson, and Emily Doherty. The Buffalo Bison are going to counter with their forward line of Eiley Kruger, Senya Niemela, and Marley Hunsey. And the defensive partners Lucy Sloan and Sally Schmidt will be on the ice. You've got goaltender Tessa Qualley situated off to our left, and Alexandria's goaltender Victoria Myers is off to our right. So 17 minutes remaining in regulation. Buffalo does not have 5 skaters, rather just 4 on the ice, because the Bison are serving the power play. So it's Kruger and Marley Hunsey as the 2 skaters on the ice. And now here's a shot attempt, and that got steered. Tegan Cullen going in deep. Now the puck out at the point. It's going to be cleared out. And now it's going to be taken here by Maya Dutton. Over to Emily Doherty, and Doherty will skate in, dropping it off to Dutton. Dutton across now, and here's a shot that got deflected up in the air. The penalty time to Addie Guck is now over, and Buffalo back to full strength. The Bison will clear the puck out of their own end, and Alexandria's Tegan Cullen goes back to play it. She'll send it over to Maya Dutton, now up to center ice. Buffalo will intercept. Here coming in is the goal scorer, Avery Corbin. She's got the puck along the left wall, sending it out now toward Hannah Russo, and Russo's shot steered away by Victoria Myers. Now another shot and a goal! And Buffalo increases the lead to 2. It's now 3-1 for the Bison. So that pass came across the crease area, and it was tapped in, and I believe it's going to be Bridget Kodish getting the goal for the Bison. Kodish will score early in the third. Violet Huddy will get her second assist of the afternoon, and 1:07 into this third period. The Bison score and now have a 2-goal lead at 3-1.
Yeah, it looks like a shot from the bottom of the circle there and just goes underneath. I think that went 5-hole there on Myers, but hard to tell if it might have gone off a deflection off of Alexandria defenseman too.
It should be noted that Bridget Kodish, the freshman, came into this game with 6 goals. She was actually leading her team in scoring. So now that she has added her 7th of the season here, she now goes in front of Avery, or actually ties Avery Corbin with the goals scored lead on the Buffalo team. So Corbin with 2 goals this afternoon, and Kodish with 1 goal. Each now has 7 on the year, and it's 3-1 for Buffalo. And now the Alexandria Cardinals were looking to gain some puck possession. Buffalo went into the Alexandria zone offside. The Bison will have their forward line of Auden Molesky, Sierra Dixon, and Ella Bruns on the ice, countered by the Lady Cardinals forward line of Bentley Cryle, Quinn Hills, and Anna Carinta. Defensive partners on the ice right now include Brooklyn McPhail and Hensley Carlson. Now McPhail getting to the puck back in the defensive zone, and now it's kind of on the ice and now cleared out of the zone. Quinn Hill's trying to race the other way, but Buffalo is back. Here is defenseman Gianna Horde sending it up into neutral ice. Now Cryle will feed ahead to Carinta. Carinta trying to get off a shot that got tipped off the stick of Horde wide of the goal. Now it's going to be in the corner. Here's the centering pass, and a backhander goes wide on the attempt by Maya Dutton. We're nearly 3 minutes into this third period, and the Buffalo Bison lead at Alexandria 3-1, and the only regular season meeting of the year between these common rivals in Section 8AA. Oh, a good centering pass in front for Emily Doherty, and Doherty's one-timer got stopped by the goaltender Tessa Qualley. So the Cardinals stonewalled there by Buffalo's senior netminder.
Yeah, and that one nearly got between the glove and the pad, but just landed right on the side of the pad.
Alexandria wins the face-off. Shot by Tegan Cullen goes a little bit wide. Alexandria going into the third period had won the majority of the face-offs, 23-10. That was the number after 2, so Alexandria wins another face-off here, but still Buffalo defending, and the Bison have a 3-1 lead. Now the puck back to neutral ice, and now skating in is Violet Huddy. She is a freshman for Buffalo. She's got a couple of helpers today. Now up the ice, Maya Dutton skating in. Gets past one defender, working in deep. Shot, save made. And I think Dutton had her stick held up. And this should be a penalty here. A hooking call coming up on the Bison. So Alexandria about to go on the power play here in the third period as Bridget Kodish will be going off.
Yeah, that was just Dutton's speed that played a big factor there, and just getting by the defense, forcing them to take a hook. But Alexandria, great chance to get back in this game here, get back within 1.
Yep, and the Cardinals start the power play with Brooklyn Ellingson, Anna Carinta, Peyton Revering, along with Emma Basson on the ice. And I think you've got Skylar Thorson out there as well. So now Revering trying to drop it off. Now Thorson has it, trying to flick it in front. Buffalo's going to intercept and play it back the other way. Ella Bruns and Auden Molesky on for penalty kill for the Bison. They are also joined by Piper Stadola and Addie Guck. Now Alexandria skates in. Ellingson back behind the net, still with the puck, handling it on her stick. She'll drop it off now to Emma Basson. Basson being met along the wall here. Now Anna Carinta has it. She'll fire and score! Carinta scores on the power play, and Alexandria draws to within 1. It's now Buffalo 3, Alexandria 2.
Yeah, and a big thing about power plays, you have to do everything with Meeting. You have to pass with Meeting, you have to shoot with Meeting, and that was a great opportunity from Carinta, who's had a really strong game. She was able to work her way into the middle of the ice and into the slots and take a meaningful shot through a screen, and they were finally able to get it past Qualley.
So that's a power play marker coming at 4:27 of the third period, and Alexandria gets back to within 1. It's now a 3-2 game. Both teams now back at full strength. Now Bridget Kodish comes up. She'll send the pass in. Kodish part of a forward line of Avery Corbin and Violet Huddy. And that's been a productive forward line for Buffalo specifically in today's game. The 2 of the 3 forwards on that line have accounted for the goals, and the other forward has 2 assists. We're talking about the Huddy-Kodish-Corbin forward line. Now another shot and a save made. This time Huddy was able to fire in the low slot area. For our YouTube audience, Quali Real Estate brings you that instant replay as Victoria Myers, almost looking like an infielder, plucking that puck out of the air and creating the face-off to her right with 11:52 to go in regulation time. Now the puck gets cycled around, and the breakout here. Here's Brooklyn Ellingson getting it ahead toward Evie Nye. Now back to take the puck here is defenseman Addie Guck for Buffalo. Up ahead, now it comes to Marley Hunzy. Now redirected by Alexandria. Guck had it, now it's off her stick. Skylar Thorson gets to it for Alexandria. Now it's going to be played back out. Alexandria looks to regroup. We've played almost 6 minutes now of the third period. Buffalo led by 1 after 2 periods. Right now the lead is 1, though Alexandria scored last. The Lady Cardinals trail 3-2. Now Anna Carinta trying to get to the puck for Alexandria. Now it's going to come back to the Cardinals blue line as Hensley Carlson will try to steer it ahead. Now it's going to be played further up. Now working in is Bentley Kreil. Across, nice one-timer there to Quinn Hills, but give Tessa Qualley some credit there. She was able to break that up. Oh, pretty pass there by Bentley Kreil, but no finish due to the work of Tessa Qualley.
Tried to sneak it under 5-hole there and just didn't get a whole lot of it, and a good solid slide over by Qualley.
So now Anna Carinta will battle Violet Huddy for the face-off, and the Cardinals win the draw. Peyton Revering fires right on goal, and Qualley will make that save there. Again, if you are joining us and you're hearing the name Qualley connected to Alexandria Cardinal activities and the Buffalo goaltender, the spelling of the names is different. Kvale is the name of the spelling for Qualley Real Estate, our presenting sponsor of our instant replays on our YouTube coverage. The goaltender, Tessa Qualley, her last name 5 letters, it is Quale. And right now she's sprawling to the ice trying to make sure Alexandria doesn't get the tying goal. Cardinals putting some pressure on. Looks like we have a delay because the ice, or maybe the net came off, or did we have?
I thought it was a penalty, but it might have just been a high sticking call. It will be a penalty. Sorry.
Yeah, it is, and they ruled it a penalty for high sticking. So It's going to be Hannah Rosso going off at 6 minutes and 34 seconds of the third period.
So, I mean, Alexandria's got another gift here, a chance to tie this game and get it back to even for the first time since we started.
Yeah, and the Cardinals on the power play. Here's a shot quickly by Danica Waldorf, and the save is made by Qualley. Waldorf, Jersey Severson, Tegan Cullen, Maya Dutton, and Emily Doherty are on the ice for the power play. And then for Buffalo's penalty kill, Violet Huddy is on the ice. You've got Eiley Kruger out there as well. I think defenseman Lucy Sloan is getting some shift time. And also Piper Stodola is on the PK. Buffalo plays the puck back the other way. Alexandria's last goal came with a player advantage. The Cardinals will try to get one here. Maya Dutton feeding off toward Severson. Now toward Danica Waldorf. Now Doherty has the puck, and Alexandria will work the puck around the perimeter. Here's Cullen over to the right side, and now back to Tegan Cullen, firing high. Save is made. Qualley is able to elevate, and that puck's coming toward her chest, and she makes the save. So Cardinals have gotten some good pressure on in the first 40 seconds of this power play. We're now a little more than 7 minutes into the final period. Buffalo leading at Alexandria in girls hockey 3-2. Faceoff will be coming to the right of the goaltender Tessa Qualley, and it's Violet Huddy and Emily Doherty battling for the possession. Cardinals win the draw, put another shot on Qualley, and the save is made. Now the puck comes back out. Cullen looking to redirect inside. Now it's going to be played out of the zone by the Bison. And now down to a minute remaining in this power play for Alexandria. Brecklin Ellingson being met along the right wall. She'll work in deep. She's got it back behind the net. Ellingson handling the puck. Now drops it off to Peyton Revering at the point. Then to the left side, the biscuit comes toward Anna Carinta. Now across, puck gets chipped into the air. Peyton Revering knocks it down, and now it's chipped out by Buffalo. Here comes the Bison's Eiley Kruger back the other way. She'll take a shot shorthanded, and Victoria Myers is able to make the save. So Buffalo was trying to pounce on that chance after clearing the puck out, but Myers, the last line of defense, is able to be worthy of the task, getting the save.
And Alexandria has done a pretty good job here on this power play, maintaining zone possession. Something that we haven't talked about tonight, but they've done really good, thanks for our stat, but our face-offs tonight for Alexandria, they've been crucial on the power play. And I think there's three main things on the power play that are important, and then, that's winning face-offs, getting meaningful shots, and just maintaining offensive pressure.
Now, Buffalo did win the last face-off to kill some penalty time. Anna Carinta will work in deep for the Alexandria Cardinals, still with the puck. Buffalo now at full strength, so the Bison back to 5-on-5 hockey. Emily Doherty has it, now skates behind the net, looking to bring it out front. She still has the puck. Now it's going to be dropped off. And now some action along the wall. Buffalo trying to clear it. It's going to be kept onside. Tegan Cullen will play it back down low. Now the Bison will look to cycle. We're about to go under 8 minutes remaining in regulation time. It's Buffalo 3, Alexandria 2. Our scoreboard updates today brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Now the Bison's Avery Corbin works in. She's got 2 goals this afternoon for Buffalo to lead her team in the scoring column. Now Alexandria works the puck back out. It comes to neutral ice. Played ahead by Dutton, a little too wide for Jersey Severson, and Buffalo regains control. Here's Sierra Dixon trying to maintain possession, but the Cardinals get it back. Casey Short's going to send a shot a little bit wide. Now it's going to be played over into the corner where Corbin has it now for Buffalo. She'll do some work handling with her stick. Skating over to the right side. Avery Corbin, one of the captains for the Bison. Lead pass goes ahead back into the Alexandria zone. Casey Short is going to send it around over into the direction of Quinn Hills. Time not an enemy yet for Alexandria as we're down to fewer than 7 minutes remaining in regulation time. Alexandria has been playing from behind much of the afternoon. Since the opening faceoff, we were tied 1-1. Other than that, Buffalo has had the lead. Quinn Hills will fire, save made, and then a rebound and a goal! I think it's going to be deflected in here by Bentley Cryle of Alexandria to tie the game at 3. So a scramble in front. The initial shot was saved by goaltender Qualley, and it's going to be tapped in by Bentley Cryle, with Quinn Hills getting the assist. And we're now even. It's Alexandria 3, Buffalo 3.
And that was just a perfect example of shooting with purpose and shooting for a rebound. That was a perfect rebound, wide open in the slot, and a great job there just shoving that one into the empty net. I think Buffalo's defense also got a piece of that too, but it looked like Cryle was able to get the last of it.
So Bentley Cryle's tying goal of the game is her second of the year. Quinn Hills with the assist, and now it is a 3-3 game, so the last 2 goals have gone Alexandria's way. Puck briefly into the Alexandria end, and then it's chipped into neutral ice, and then the puck goes into the bench. JP, I'm going to ask you to help make an executive decision here. Should we make Bentley Cryle's goal our Culver's play of the game?
I think so. I mean, that obviously it's a crucial goal because they tied the game, but also it was just a good shot, a good play from Alexandria, finishing when they need to.
So we will reward the tying goal of today's contest by Bentley Cryle as our Culver's play of the game. Now an odd player rush for Alexandria the other way. Here is Doherty trying to feed across, but it's deflected. Now a shot attempt, again blocked. I think he had a couple of blocks there by Piper Stodola for the Buffalo Bison. Now the Bison come the other way. Violet Huddy trying to win a race to a puck, but Alexandria gets it back. 5.5 minutes remaining in regulation time. We are tied at 3. Lucy Sloan, a defenseman, working in, now feeding, and here's a shot by Marley Hunzy, and the save is made. Now back behind the net, Anna Corinta battling for possession. It comes out to the point. Here's a shot, and that is blocked. I think it went off the skate of Hensley Carlson back to neutral ice. Now a race the other way as Bentley Cryle got held up. She's taken to the ice. We're going to have another Buffalo penalty coming up. Alexandria is about ready to go on the power play with just over 5 minutes remaining in regulation time. Let's see who's going to get the gate here. It will end up being a hooking call, and it's going to be assessed on Lucy Sloan. So Sloan off for the hook.
Yeah, and a big reason for Alexandria's, I'd say, a dominant third period here is the Buffalo penalties. Their discipline just has not been as good as Alexandria's, and Alexandria likes to spend their time in the offensive zone, and they've done a lot of that in this third.
Yep, and now Buffalo able to win a face-off as part of the penalty kill is being served by Eiley Kruger, and she sends the pass the other way and actually gets a shot on goaltender Victoria Myers, who makes the save. It is Kruger along with Marley Hunzy for penalty kill. Buffalo also has Piper Stodola on the ice, and also Gianna Horde. Alexandria gains possession, and the Cardinals will look to break out of their zone. Right now you've got Danica Waldorf and Tegan Cullen, joined by Maya Dutton, Jersey Severson, and also Emily Doherty on the ice for the Alexandria power play again. Here's Kruger coming back the other way, deflecting a pass, putting one on net. Victoria Myers is going to cover up. You know, JP, Buffalo has not been able to play with any advantage due to the trips to the penalty box, but I tell you what, Eiley Kruger's playing some very good PK right now. I see she goes to the bench, but her work over the last half minute has been outstanding.
Yeah, and Alexandria, if you're Alexandria on the point there, you can't dilly-dally with the puck on the point because of a player like that who's going to be uber aggressive. They haven't played a lot in the offensive zone. They're going to want to, even shorthanded.
Now Alexandria breaks out as Brooklyn Ellingson comes up the right side. Ellingson back behind the net, skating with the puck. The Cardinals will look to set it up. Peyton Revering had it. Now it's off her stick, and it's going to be intercepted here. Auden Molesky will come the other way for the Buffalo Bison. Down to about 50 seconds to go on the power play. Pass ahead a little too long for Peyton Revering and redirected the other way. Now Emily Doherty is going to feed it to Jersey Severson, back to Doherty. Doherty skating in, was able to get a shot. She initially fanned on her first opportunity, then relocated the biscuit on her stick and had kind of a less strong shot, just a little wrist shot that was an easy save for the goaltender, Tessa Qualley.
Yeah, and I think that's not a bad thing for Alexandria. They needed kind of a reset here on this power play.
Face-off will be coming up to Qualley's left, as you'll have Violet Huddy battling for the draw, but the Cardinals come away with it. Here's a shot by Tegan Cullen, and the save is made. So again, Alexandria doing a nice job winning face-offs, and obviously if you can win face-offs, you have a better opportunity to control play. The forward line of Emily Doherty, Jersey Severson, and Maya Dutton is on the ice at the moment, and Doherty wins the face-off here. Cullen looks to fire. That one got blocked. She relocates the puck. 20 seconds to go on the power play.
Yeah, Doherty's doing a great job in the draw.
Now here's a shot into traffic scramble. The puck goes over into the left corner. Now back out to the point. Tegan Cullen is going to get it over. Doherty will fire across. That got deflected. Now Dutton down low for Jersey Severson. Severson has it for Alexandria, and she tried to go top shelf as Buffalo gets back to full strength. Under 3 minutes to go in regulation play. Alexandria and Buffalo are tied 3-3. Now working in is Jersey Severson. She tried to get a pass to Dutton. Now it comes back out. Danica Waldorf fires and a tip in. It's going to be deflected in, and the Alexandria Cardinals have taken the lead. Waldorf fired toward the net, and it got deflected in, and with 2:40 to go, the Alexandria Cardinals are now in front by a score of 4-3.
Yeah, Waldorf just taking a shot from the point. I think it goes off of two Buffalo, one forward, one defenseman, and so Alexandria got a lucky break there. They're going to take that all day long.
Yeah, puck luck going the Alexandria Cardinals' way, and I believe for Danica Waldorf, that may be her first varsity goal. I know there was a request to get that puck out of play, so Waldorf scores. And the assist will go to Anna Corinta. Time of that goal, 14 minutes, 20 seconds of the third. So after Alexandria fell behind 3-1 early in the third period, the Lady Cardinals have roared back to take the lead by a score of 4-3. Now the puck is going to be played out of the zone. And now Piper Stodola back to retrieve the puck for the Bison. Boy, what a comeback for Alexandria in the third against one of their rivals in Section 8 AA. The only time the Lady Cardinals and the Buffalo Bison will face each other this year. Now working in, here is Corbin getting it off to Violet Huddy, seeking the equalizer. That shot is blocked. Now Alexandria Skylar Thorson will steer the puck out of the zone. Taken by Buffalo at center ice, and now we've got a penalty coming up. Once Alexandria touches the puck, Buffalo is going to go on the power play.
Yeah, Alexandria has been really clean and disciplined in this period, but bad timing penalty there.
And so Emily Doherty is going to go off the ice. And let's see if Ryan Huddy, the head coach of the Bison, is going to take the timeout. Emily Doherty will be off for hooking at 15 minutes and 25 seconds of the third period. So at the moment, Alexandria has a 4-3 lead, but that lead is in peril as Buffalo is about to go on the power play. Bison head coach Ryan Huddy talking things over with his team. Being that Buffalo is going to get a face-off opportunity, if you are Coach Huddy, do you pull your goaltender Qualley here?
I think if Buffalo can get the win, that's when you pull it, because Alexandria has been the better team in the face-off circle tonight. But they did lose their top center, who has won most of the faceoffs here this afternoon, today, in Emily Doherty. So Buffalo, I think once you win the draw, that's when she comes off the ice. We'll see.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, when they do call timeouts this late in the game, you're just going to send out the extra skater. But
now maybe if we only had 35 seconds to go in the game, maybe get a little more risky. And at this point, it looks like Coach Huddy's going to put Tessa Qualley back in goal. He's going to bring out onto the ice to start the Buffalo power.
Never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but that was just for show.
They also said never mind.
Yes, yeah. So Qualley's going off. So 6 skaters now for Buffalo against 4 skaters for Alexandria. Those 4 skaters for the Cardinals will include Brecklin Ellingson, also Danica Waldorf on the ice. We'll get the other 2 players for you momentarily. I believe Tegan Cullen is one of those 2, and Maya Dutton is the other of those 2 players. We'll get the 6 skaters for Buffalo. The Bison control the draw. Here's a shot that got steered wide, and now Buffalo looking to retrieve. So the net at the other end is empty with 80 seconds to go. Now a puck over in the left corner. Buffalo trying to put some pressure on to get the tying goal. Back behind the net, the Bison have it. Now it's played out to the point. Stodolo will put one on net. That gets deflected in traffic. Maya Dutton trying to muscle it up the right half wall. She gets met by a couple of Bison players. Buffalo controls the puck again. Ella Bruns back out to the point. Stodolo lost it. It's going to be intercepted. Brecklin Ellingson's clearing pass went off of Stodolo. Now Dutton has it. She'll steer it the other way. Down to 45 seconds to go in regulation, and Dutton will poke the puck the other way. Buffalo is starting to run out of time. 40 seconds to go in regulation, and Alexandria leads 4-3. Here comes Avery Corbin up the ice. She's got 2 goals today. She's going to lead it to one of her teammates. Now to Bruns, and then it's back in. Alexandria's Tegan Cullen will get to the puck. She'll cycle it around to the left half wall. Buffalo's going to keep it in with 15 seconds to go in regulation time. Bruns has it along the right wall. It comes out to the point. Sloan fires. That gets broken up by Alexandria. Loose puck over to the right wall. 6 seconds to go. It's cleared out of the zone, and Buffalo's going to run out of time. Alexandria is going to hang on for a thrilling comeback victory against Buffalo at the Prime West Health Roomstone Community Center. Alexandria trailed earlier in the 3rd period by 2 goals, but closes out on a 3-goal flourish, and the Lady Cardinals end up having a 2-0 week, getting a victory in comeback fashion over the Buffalo Bison. Today's final on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard reads Alexandria 4, Buffalo 3. The Lady Cards now at 6-3 on the year. Buffalo falls to 4-6 with the defeat. So our play-by-play has wrapped up here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. We invite you to stay close. We're going to take a timeout. I'm going to head downstairs to visit with our Quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of today's game. And we'll have our Juttner Motors post-game report. It is just a few moments away. Again, on our late media platforms, including KXRA Radio and our Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel. We will enjoy these words from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
At the Old National Bank Arena inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria, the Alexandria Cardinal Girls Hockey team earns a comeback victory over their section rival Buffalo Bison. Alexandria trailed 3-1 early in the third period, but the last 3 goals go to Alexandria, and the Lady Cards get a very satisfying 4-3 win. We welcome you to our Juttner Motors post-game report. J.P. Boleen is my broadcast partner today. He's also operating the video camera for our YouTube channel. He is upstairs. He'll rejoin us in our next segment as I've gone outside of the press box, down onto ice level to get together with our Quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of the Game. That is sophomore defenseman Danica Waldorf. Our Player of the Game feature brought to you by Quality Toyota of Fergus Falls. How far would you drive for a great deal from Quality Toyota? What's your number? You can visit their showroom the next time you visit Fergus Falls. That is located on West Lincoln Avenue, or shop online anytime at qualitytoyota.net. And Danica, first of all, great to be visiting with you this afternoon. I know that we're on YouTube right now as you see the camera up there, but for our radio audience who don't have the opportunity to watch you play, the what's your number question represents your jersey number. So what number do you have on your jersey sweater?
3.
And is this a number that you plan on keeping? I know you've got a lot of varsity eligibility still ahead, but is 3 the number you want the rest of your career?
Yeah, I think so. Very
good. Danica, it has to be a great afternoon on many fronts. First of all, you end up scoring your first varsity goal. You fired it from the point, just looking to put a puck on net. Are you able to put into words how to describe that first goal of your varsity career?
It felt good because it had us win the game, and it was just really exciting to do that.
I know that, obviously your teammates were really excited because when you scored, that became the first and only time of the day that Alexandria possessed the lead, and that capped off a comeback from a 2-goal deficit in the third period. I think Buffalo scored early in the period to take a 3-1 lead. How would you describe, Danica, what happened in the third period where your team was able to complete a comeback win?
Yeah, so we just came out wanting it really bad, and then we got all those power plays, which really helped us even more want it, and we just kept battling and shooting, and we just got good bounces.
We are visiting right now with Danica Waldorf from the Alexandria Girls Hockey team, our quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of the game. She would ultimately have the game-winning goal, her first in her varsity career, as Alexandria comes back for a 4-3 victory. I hope you don't mind, Danica, if maybe you take us into the locker room for the second period intermission. At that point, your team's down 2-1, so the game's really up in the balance right there, but what was the tone like in the locker room, you know, before the start of the third period? Because obviously you did some great things in period 3, but what was discussed at that point?
We were just talking about how we need to keep getting shots on goal and get like excited because this is a big game and we need to get like a bunch of shots, and then pass is good. And it was just good. We were just all excited to come out and score and win.
And it's interesting because, you know, your team probably got pressed a little bit more when Buffalo got the 3-1 lead, but yet, you know, over the last 14 minutes or so, you closed the gap. I think Anna Corinta was able to score, and then Bentley Cryle got the game-tying goal, and then you got the game winner. Was some of what was discussed in the locker room, did that indeed show on the ice in the last period?
Yeah, it did.
I'd like to ask Danica, because, you know, this is not an easy stretch. You know, it's kind of weird. You had 13 days off in between games, and then you played 2 in less than 24 hours. You know, in terms of your physical stamina, was playing the third period tough today, or did you feel that there was still a lot of energy among you and your teammates?
I think we had a lot of energy because we knew we needed to come out and win and put some pucks on the net. So we had a lot of energy, and it was just like adrenaline. We needed to go.
Your team has now gotten off to a 6-3 start. That included a couple of losses to some really good Class AA teams at the start of the year. But over the last 5, 6, 7 games, Danica, what are some of the good things that you're seeing out of the Lady Cardinal hockey team?
I think we're making good plays, and like our passes are good, and then we're getting good shots and rebounds.
Very good. Danica Waldorf joining us for some comments following this 4-3 Alexandria victory over Buffalo, as the Lady Cardinals go 2-0 for the week and now stand at 6-3 on the year. So in essence, we're not quite halfway through the regular season. I believe you'll be at the midpoint of your regular season schedule right around Christmas time, but how much better, Danica, do you feel the Alexandria Cardinals can be this year?
I think we can get a lot better and just work together. We're already doing that, but I think we can just continue to grow and get more goals. That'll really help.
You know, you're in a situation that this roster does have a lot of underclassmen. I wouldn't call it a senior-heavy team, although you've got some very good seniors that help to make up this team. But do you feel that there's good chemistry developing because you do have sophomores, juniors, seniors that make up the roster?
Yeah, I think that we all have good chemistry.
Excellent. Danica, I know that the schedule gets back into conference play this week. You may be well aware that Alexandria has won the last 3 Central Lakes Conference girls hockey titles. How important would it be to try to make a 4th in a row? Because conference titles are not easy to win.
I think it'd be really important and really good for us.
River Lakes will be up first, and then you've got Brainerd Little Falls. I believe the trip is to Brainerd for the first part of the rivalry with the Warriors. Is matching up against Brainerd Little Falls a little more exciting now that I know that they've been in your section really for many, many years now, but is Brainerd Little Falls one of your bigger rivals from your point of view?
I'd say so, because we got to beat them.
Yeah, exactly. As you get into the weeks ahead, you know, before Christmas time itself, what do you think Coach Arola and some of the other assistant coaches will be focusing on with your team, you know, to gear up for these games ahead?
I think we'll just be working on getting the puck to the net quicker and just more quality shots to get more goals.
I would be remiss, Danica, as I try to do a little name connection here. Pat, is he your father?
Yes, he is.
Excellent. Well, I think it's awfully cool when a son or a daughter gets to play for, you know, a member that's part of the coaching staff. But do you talk a lot of shop about hockey with your dad when you're at home, or is that primarily confined to the ice arena?
I think it's mostly at the rink, but we talk a little bit at home, but it's just mostly at the rink.
I know that I think your dad was added as an assistant coach as Kenzie Revering went up to the collegiate level to go to her alma mater at the University of Minnesota Duluth. But is that an enjoyable experience to be right next to your dad, basically on the bench during the game?
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay, very good. Well, Danica, I'll talk to you a little bit as we get into the break here, but congratulations to you and the ladies on an entertaining win, a good comeback win against a section rival. Good luck this coming week.
Thank you.
There is Danica Waldorf from the Alexandria Cardinal Girls Hockey team. Her first ever varsity goal in an Alexandria Cardinal jersey sweater is a game winner with under 3 minutes to go as Alexandria defeats Buffalo by a final score of 4-3. This is our post-game report presented to you by Juttner Motors of Alexandria. We'll take a brief timeout and then we'll come back with more from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center after we enjoy these words.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Welcome back one final time to the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center, where the Alexandria Girls Hockey team secures a second victory in as many days. This one a little bit different from Friday night when Alexandria had the lead. Apple Valley caught up twice, and then the Lady Cardinals would get the eventual go-ahead goal and then an empty netter to make it a 5-3 win. Here, it was a comeback for Alexandria. The Lady Cards down 3-1 early in the third, but Alexandria gets 3 consecutive goals to earn the 4-3 win, and Alexandria now at 6-3 on the year. This is our Juttner Motors post-game report on KXRA Radio and through the Voice of Alexandria app. DMAC and JP Boleen back with you. And JP, I want to get your thoughts as well, not only maybe any impressions of the post-game conversation with Danica Waldorf, but, really, it's nice to get a win, but even more exciting getting it in comeback fashion. And what a third period that Alexandria put together.
Yeah, it was impressive. I mean, Alexandria is a team that has not quit at any point, any game this season. They've played some tough opponents, and this was one. I mean, Buffalo, yeah, they're 2 games under 500 maybe this season. We've talked about in all the sports, when they're in the conference that they're in, they're playing a lot of tough opponents, including Minnetonka, Bemidji, Roseau, Moorhead. They played those teams all in a span of 5 games this year at one point. So, in Elk River last night, they're in the Metro. Obviously, you're going to be playing those teams, but it's not an easy team by any means. I think both these teams are a little better than their record may indicate, and Alexandria starting to get in a little bit of a roll. They're starting to get the goals coming in, which they kind of struggled with beginning of the season, just connecting with their teammates. But another good performance defensively, another good offensive performance. So just a good all-around game. A second period, they might want to. They worked a little adjustments to the first period too, but they played pretty well in the first period. But that third period, the power play was looking good, and it kept possession. And penalty kill came up big in the last minute.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And really the comeback from the 3-1 deficit started when Alexandria went on the power play. And how important was Anna Carinta's conversion there? Because the power play chances were pretty limited up to that point.
Yeah, and I think she had a really good game. It was one of those games where, it's not a lot of her plays didn't show up on the score sheet as well, but she had a couple assists and a goal here tonight as well. So it's just powering to the net, and I think Alexandria's got the speed. They've got the strength to do that. I think they need to do that a little more, and they showed that in that third period, powering to the center of the net. Success happens in front of the goaltender. I think that's a pretty obvious statement, but working into the slot is such a high success rate for teams that finish well, and they started to do that here in the third period, and they did that last night as well.
Let's go through a scoring recap. Actually, we will do that, but being that we're close to the top of the 4 o'clock hour, let's let you know that you are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, and 105.7 FM. Audio through the Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. We thank you for watching our coverage on our YouTube channel, the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Special thanks to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor. Now, the scoreboard recap. Buffalo scored first. In fact, the Bison led much of this game, and I'm sure that that's probably going to sting the Bison as they make that trip home, knowing that an opportunity here was lost today. Avery Corbin scored the first Buffalo goal. It was an even-strength goal at 10:56 of the hockey game. Very good-looking freshman player, Violet Huddy. She is the daughter of the head coach, Ryan Huddy, and Violet Huddy got the assist, and Buffalo took a 1-0 lead. That lead lasted just a little more than 2 minutes before Skylar Thorson was able to score her first goal of her senior season. No assists on that tally, and it was 1-1 at that juncture. And then Buffalo would go in front a little bit later at the 15-13 mark of the first period. Avery Corbin again using her speed, slipping through the Alexandria defense and getting a shot past Victoria Myers. And it was 2-1 Buffalo. For Corbin, at that point, it was her team-leading 7th goal of the year. And it was 2-1 Buffalo. No scoring in the second, so still 2-1 for the Bison. And then Buffalo got a goal to increase the lead to 3-1 when Bridget Kodish, a freshman, again, another promising freshman on this Buffalo Bison roster, she would score her 7th goal of the year, which then tied her with Avery Corbin for the team-leading goal scored. Violet Huddy got an assist, and for Huddy, it was her 9th helper of the year. Again, Buffalo playing in game number 10 overall, so Huddy's averaging about an assist a game. And at 1:07 of the third period, Buffalo had a 3-1 lead. But then the first penalty for the Bison would come at the 3:37 mark of the final period when Hannah Rosso, it was Bridget Kodish, the freshman who scored the goal to make it 3-1. She went into the box for hooking, and Alexandria was able to capitalize on that scoring chance. Anna Carinta getting the goal for the Cardinals on the power play, and that was her 4th goal of the year. 3 goals in the last 2 days because she scored twice in the victory last night against the Apple Valley Eagles. So Carinta at 4:27 with Peyton Reverend getting the assist. 3-2 Buffalo at that point. And then Alexandria would find the equalizer at 10:17 of the 3rd period. Bentley Kreil would score her 2nd goal of the year. We made that our Culver's play of the game. Bentley Kreil scored, and Not Matters at 3. Quinn Hills got the assist on the goal, and it was 3-3 at that point. But Alexandria was not finished. The Cardinals pressed and were able to find a go-ahead goal. Danica Waldorf, our quality Toyota player of tonight's game, fired one from out near the point. As I think JP described it during the play-by-play, it probably bounced off maybe a couple of players before elevating into the net near the top middle top middle of the net. And for Danica Waldorf, that score came at 14 minutes and 20 seconds. Her first ever varsity goal comes in timely fashion, and Anna Carinta got the assist. So Carinta would have a 2-point afternoon for the Lady Cardinals with a goal and an assist following a night where she had 2 goals against Apple Valley. And it was 4-3 Alexandria. Still a little more drama late, although the scoring would be capped at that point. Emily Doherty went off for hooking at 15:35 or 15:25. So the Lady Cards had to play shorthanded the rest of the game. And though Buffalo pulled its goalie at the start of the power play, the Bison were able to put a few shots toward goaltender Victoria Myers. Myers did not let in the equalizer, and eventually Alexandria in the closing seconds was able to work the puck out into the neutral zone, and time ran out on the Buffalo Bison, and Alexandria skates away with a 4-3 win in a contest where the Cardinals trailed by 2 early in the 3rd period. Shots on goal for the afternoon. Buffalo had 7 in the 3rd for a game total of 19. Alexandria had 14 shots on goal in the 3rd period for a game total of 36. Now, JP, obviously when you are trying to penalty kill, as Buffalo was doing for decent stretches of that 3rd period, obviously the team that is owning the power play likely has the shots on goal advantages. But, it was beneficial that the Lady Cardinals did get a power play goal, but were you happy with some of the other things you were able to see when the Cardinals went on the power play?
Yeah, I think the totals, my number one takeaway is just how good Alexandria is in the faceoff circle. I mean, 40-15. Again, thanks to Rube with our stats next to us, handing off those stats to us, helping us out. But 40-15, that's a dominant performance in the faceoff draw, and that's a lot of them, one of their top centers in Emily Doherty. Probably learned a lot from a lot of family members who have gone through the Alexandria Hockey Association. An old teammate of mine, Ben Doherty, was one of the best face-off takers I've played with, I should say. Probably learned from a relative, maybe heard the name Matt Cullen, but she was excellent tonight, and that was a big reason for power plays. I mentioned earlier, power plays, you need to be great on the face-off circle. You need to have possession, and you need to take meaningful shots. I'm not a big fan of whipping shots from the blue line randomly. If you're going to take a shot, it should have meaning. You know where it's going to go and what it's going to do. And that was a big thing that Alexandria had success with here tonight. And so power play time, I think, was the difference maker here today. And Alexandria obviously had the advantage of that, and they had some good possession time, but just a good performance from Alexandria. You can't say much else. The Cardinals on a bit of a roll right now. A couple of really good wins against good AA opponents.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Apple Valley entered last night's game at 7-2, and as JP pointed out, getting some state recognition in the Class AA poll. Buffalo came into today's game not getting state recognition in terms of the rankings, but still an important win for Alexandria to get. The Lady Cards and the Buffalo Bison won't play each other again unless it's somewhere in the Section 8 AA tournament, which is a possibility. And the strange thing about the sections this year, JP, is that with only 6 teams in the section rather than 8, you have only 4 teams playing in the quarterfinal round. Now, I don't know if I'm of the opinion at the moment that Alexandria would have to do some resume building against Moorhead and Bemidji to have the opportunity maybe to move into one of those top 2 spots, and then obviously having 2 games ahead against Brainerd Little Falls before the end of December. Those will be important games as well. But if the Cardinals did not take care of business on their home ice today, obviously they would have had all sorts of challenges moving into that top 2 anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And coming up in the schedule, I mean, you got Brainerd Little Falls twice in the month of December left, so that's going to be 2 big-time contests, and you have Moorhead and Roseau. So Alexandria's, their schedule doesn't get any easier this year, which they love. Coach Arola always says how much she loves the difficult schedule, and Alexandria is a younger team. They're not super young. They've got a lot of young talent on their team, but this is going to be a test here in the middle of the season. Where are the legs at? A lot of players playing sports in the fall, finally getting their legs under them. Where are the legs at now? You got a lot of high competition opponents coming up here, and it's going to be the fun. I mean, the time before Christmas as a high school hockey player was always my favorite. You got to get some wins because you're going to go fatten up during the holiday season and have a little bit of a break. Not a whole lot of breaks as a hockey player during the holiday season, but you get a little bit of a break and then come back, and that's your second half of the season. So end the first half on a positive note. Again, these are difficult teams. They don't all have to be wins. It's about what can you work on going into sections.
So Alexandria with the W today stands at 6-3 on the year. The Lady Cardinals will get back into Central Lakes Conference competition this coming week. River Lakes will be the opponent on the schedule at the start. Then Brainerd Little Falls on Thursday. The game with the River Lake Stars Tuesday night. And then you've got Brainerd Little Falls and then Roseau next Saturday. And I believe that's the only meeting of the regular season between the Lady Cards and the Roseau Rams. So very important head-to-head matchup there for Alexandria as they face Roseau next Saturday. That will be a 3 p.m. varsity start here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center inside Old National Bank Arena. The game with the Stars will be at home on Tuesday night. Varsity game around 7 p.m. here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Our next broadcast of Alexandria Girls Hockey will be coming up a little bit later. In fact, in the new year, on Friday, January 2nd, Alexandria will host the Duluth Northern Stars here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. That will be a Friday matinee starting at 3 o'clock. So that means that day will take care with our Jartner Motors pregame show around 2:30. JP, thanks so much for stepping in to do the commentary duties along with your usual outstanding videography work. It's always great to partner up with you, and I hope you don't take personal offense over the fact I was razzing you about the 24 or so times you said tonight during a game that got completed before sundown.
It wouldn't be we're co-workers. We spent a lot of time together. You got to do that sometimes. You do everything right, so it's hard to give you a hard time.
No, I will beg to differ on that last point, but we try as hard as we can.
Exactly.
But, I've said it before. We are so very fortunate here at Late Media to have you on board, and I know you get to follow us through a lot of different sports, and we're hoping the weather will cooperate this week, because if it does, we'll have our second gymnastics broadcast of our last couple of years. It's our only gymnastics broadcast on Tuesday night over at Discovery Middle School, at the Gymnastics Center. So do you recall a whole lot from the first gymnastics production when we had Alexandria's home duel with Brainerd back in January?
I mean, it was nice and warm. That's the biggest thing in this cold winter. But no, Alexandria, I think they beat Brainerd last year, and they've got a really good historic gymnastic program there. So it's going to be fun, and I'm so happy that we're able to showcase all of our great athletes here in Alexandria.
Yeah, and obviously with the opportunity to do video work, that gives us an expanded profile of sports. I think we've mentioned it. We cover 7 different Alexandria Cardinal teams during the winter. That's the boys swimming and diving team with the dual meet at Detroit Lakes in January. That's the gymnastics team when Alexandria has its home opener against the St. Cloud Crush Sauk Rapids Rice on Tuesday night. And then, of course, we had Alexandria Cardinal Wrestling on Thursday of this week. We'll feature the wrestlers in action down at Minnewaska Area High School in January. And then our schedule of Alexandria Girls Hockey, Boys Hockey, Girls Basketball, and Boys Basketball games as well. Ironically, the 2025 Class AAA state champion Alexandria boys basketball team will be, we'll see them later on in December, but still about a week and a half away.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Another great athletic program here in Alexandria. We're so lucky here in Alexandria to have all these great programs, but Alexandria looking to take back that title this year.
Before we do let you go, I know that I always look forward to conversing more about sports with you on Z99.3, basically as part of the C&D Granite Morning Show around 7:20, Monday through Friday. With college football, we've got a lot of conference championship games going on today. Do you pay any attention to Ohio State and Indiana for the Big Ten title tonight?
Yeah, we'll always cheer for any team playing Ohio State, so let's go the Hoosiers here today.
Hey, we don't mind that at all. So, well, JP, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and great to work with you again today.
Awesome. Thanks, D-Mac.
There is JP Boleen. He is our videographer for our Leighton Media presentations of Alexandria Cardinal Sports, and he steps in and gets the microphone opportunity to join me filling in for Jeff James. JJ will be back with us on Thursday night when we're back here inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center for the Alexandria boys hockey matchup with the Moorhead Spuds. The Cardinal boys hockey team was up in the 2-on-8 today with a matinee against the Northern Lakes Lightning. My thanks to all of the boosters that brought you our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage. Special thanks to Jutner Motors for presenting our post-game report. The JV and varsity girls hockey games were 1-goal victories for Alexandria. The JV game went to the Lady Cardinals 3-2. Alexandria's varsity comes back to defeat Buffalo by a final of 4-3. For our studio engineer back at KXRA, Tom Chorley, this is DMAC, Dave McClurg. So long from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria.